What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Long Night. As always, I'm your disaster tour guide, Perfectly Techno, and these are our wonderful players over here.
Hi.
How's everybody doing tonight, though?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's good, Zinlar. That's good.
I'm doing great.
Matt, how you doing?
Chilling, you know me.
I do know you. Anyways, make sure people are getting logged into the Foundry website so that when I ask for rules, we get them. But chat, what are you up to? What's everyone been doing lately? There's Minoru. Minoru's not going to make it to his session tomorrow because he's got a concert.
Ew.
Yeah, he's going to an AJR concert. I don't blame him. I'd miss session for that too.
My mother works as a bartender and worked at an AJR concert, and she said it was fucking lit.
I went to an AJR concert yesterday.
Yesterday?
Saturday.
How was it?
It was good.
Probably.
Fendi, you went without me?
I live in Utah.
Greatest betrayal ever. Greatest betrayal ever. You heard it here.
Sorry.
Folks.
Zinlar had to flashback from the future he lives in where you're roommates.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It's canon now. Canon future. We gotta
Canon
do it,
future.
alright.
Canon future. Matt will be living in a mansion by himself. Well, I guess not by himself. Morgan will be there, but I will be living in the guest house behind Matt's house. That's always been how I want to start my dream TV series.
Also known as the barn.
Fair, understandable. At least it has Wi-Fi.
Matt, do you want a barn?
Do I want to what?
Do you want a barn?
So if I'm being 100% legit, my future house, the barn is gonna be where my studio is.
Oh.
So like there'll be a regular house, and then there'll be a barn that looks like a barn, but inside is like a fucking cool ass studio.
Like a bat cave.
It's called the Matt Cave, but yeah.
And obviously, I live in the Matt Cave is one of Matt's models. I'm not allowed to leave.
Is that a cave though?
He hits me with the, I want to try out this new lighting angle. Hey, Sky, thanks for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome to some D&D.
Hold on, I gotta send a raid message real fast. There we
Little
go.
clouds. gotta send a raid message while you're in both
Yeah, sorry.
streams.
I joined someone's raid.
It's okay. Here, I'll send my own raid message because I also was in the raid. Anyways, welcome everybody. Thank you for all the follows, everybody who's hopping in. But we're back playing The Long Night. I'm not even gonna call it the Duality campaign anymore. The Good campaign.
The good
Oh.
one.
The good one. The Monday game.
How does good still apply to us?
You're not as bad as the other group? I don't know. The other group
Barely.
wants to steal a magic gemstone so they can turn human beings into monsters and rule the world.
Yeah, that sounds.
So,
That sounds like fun.
Okay.
Blah.
new shark.
Hi.
Cat.
Hi.
Squall!
It's me.
Hey, everybody, look. The person who brought you here has arrived.
I'm here.
Sky, what's your opinion on bread?
I'm actually look, okay. My chat might be mad at
Say
me
it.
after this, but I actually am not. I don't really like bread. Like,
But sliced
I-
bread is the best thing since Betty White.
so I like French bread because I'm a big
Ooh.
fan of soup. So I love to like dip a good like crusty bread in soup because that shit's
Interesting.
bonkers. But I hate, like, I do not like sandwich bread at all.
Hmm.
It's
Wow.
just
Are you more of like a brioche roll person?
I'm not
No,
sure if I can
I
be part of
actually-
this.
okay.
game
Yeah.
Some of you all
Sky-
might be offended, but
If
I
you
like
say-
I like wraps.
I was not
Oh, no,
expecting
okay,
a
yeah, that's fine.
controversial
Sky, so
opinion.
you would say if you had to go with the bread, you're much more of an artisanal bread kind of gal.
You're
Yeah,
a
oh,
I
pretentious
prefer
bread
I
eater.
prefer wraps as well, actually.
Yeah,
They're
well,
easier.
here's the thing. Yeah, they are easier, and to be honest, like, I mean, this might come from like me being raised around diet culture, but wraps are less fucking calories, and I don't
Yeah.
even enjoy sandwich bread. Like, I would much rather enjoy all the meat and vegetables and
Yeah.
condiments inside without a shit ton of bread like in the way, you know? But yes, if I have to have bread, I like an artisanal bread. I like anything. This is not like this is fully applicable to like store-bought bread. When you get bread from a bakery, it's an entirely different ball game.
Yeah, I did it once, and now everything's kind of tainted, which is a big shame.
You gotta learn
But,
how to
like,
make
it's
your own
fine.
bread.
Yeah, that too.
I
That
did.
too.
Ooh, that
Ooh, I
during
really love
quarantine?
making sourdough bread. It's really easy to make.
So
Sourdough is great.
Okay, let me open.
Anyways, let's get this artisanal bread. I'll start off by introducing everyone to the players.
Let's get this artisanal bread. Ideal.
LGTB.
Okay. Anyways, first and
Wow.
foremost,
Let's get this bread.
we have Gawain, the half-elf fighter, played by. We have Gibbs, the Triton warlock, played by.
Hi, I'm Panda.
Mayata Diomelia, the Tabaxi bard, played by.
Hello, it is me, Ellie Echoes.
Squall Estuary, the Water Ganassi monk, played by.
It's me, the Sky Tea.
And
What?
last but certainly not least, Zinlar, Teller of Tales, played by.
Jeff.
Also, Zinlar has
Yeah.
asked that we all roll this week, so give me those D100 rolls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm pooped out from yesterday's recap.
Fair enough. Fair
Oh,
enough.
Oh, there they are.
I think we
Oh,
should
good.
do it
I
all
hope
one. We should do it all one word at a time.
Did I throw it?
Oh,
Alright.
No.
No, so
That
here's the
would be
thing.
chaos.
I don't think Gibbs has done a recap for us before.
Whoa.
You know, that's true. I don't think
I
that
don't
Gibbs
think-
has either.
I don't think Gibbs has the memory for it. Because
Oh,
there were
no.
You're
Ah,
right.
well, you're safe, Gibbs, because Zidlar just rolled a 10.
Well, I
Did
thought,
you roll again, Zinlar?
I thought they were.
Roll with advantage because Zinlar always does it.
Zinlar,
That's true.
He
Zin-
has proficiency in storytelling.
There's no way.
Wait, can we make it
A 10 and
legit?
a 12.
Wait, Zinlar should 100% get advantage on like deception rolls because he's really good at telling stories.
He's
No.
not, though.
Oh,
you
I
know,
just give
He's-
Ferret
so
too much
he's-
credit.
he is.
Ferret, we do
If
have
anything,
rerolls
he
left.
should get. I'm
No.
trying to think. Because he is honest to a fault.
Right.
In weird ways.
I
That's
will,
fair.
I will
Zinlar's a
say,
con man.
I
when it
will
comes to
say
telling
that I
stories.
have been giving disadvantage to NPCs that try to insight check Zinlar because they just
There you
can't
go.
understand what he's saying.
You can't understand truth from falsehood.
I thought
But
we were
that's
getting fair
because he
breakdown.
believes everything he says, not because he's trying to
Yeah,
deceive you.
it's like one of those like lie detectors where like they are lying, but they genuinely believe their thing so hard.
Yeah.
He says, Squall the Kelpie, also known as Drown Me Mommy.
Yes.
No.
Hello, chat. We've gone from wholesome plush dragon to crush me with your thighs, murder woman.
I'm here for
Anyways,
it.
Zinlar, you ready?
I'm gonna
I.
give Claire a break.
All right.
I mean, I wasn't
You
even gonna make
Ferret.
you roll today, but you decided to, so.
Sky peer pressured me.
Peer pressure you? I didn't say anything.
Sky
Well, you
doesn't
were
have to say
rolling
anything.
and
You don't have to say anything
Wait.
to peer pressure us.
Sky, did you not roll yet? Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I
you went
did.
first,
I
you went
rolled an
first, you went
81.
first. Yeah.
But you know what? Just for you, because I love you, Ferret, I will do the recap, even though I rolled
Really?
best. Yes, because I love you.
Oh, the
Honestly,
genuine joy.
it'll save my throat because
Okay.
after yesterday, Nam really destroys my vocal cords.
Fair
And-
enough. Oh, yeah, I mean,
And
you
Nom
do-
really
you
had
do
to say
do-
a lot of words yesterday.
Yeah, you had to
and-
do a lot of yelling.
And
yesterday.
Zinlar's like right there with
Yeah.
like Zinlar's a little lower and scraggly.
So, last time on the long night, we, after completing a somewhat successful pirate competition, I guess I will say. Squall was put under a trance and kind of taken advantage, or was put under a friendship spell, and was
By
kind of
General
taken
Kenobi.
advantage of by General Kenobi.
It's okay. It's
Someday
muted
PT
now.
will remember to mute his phone before.
I
doing
will
D&D.
never remember to mute my phone. Muting my that noise reminds me that I'm streaming.
So after an evening of heavy drinking on Squall's part, we decided to set sail back to Eltret, which is my home city, because we had been summoned back there by the Inquisition, which some of us work for and some of us don't. When we got there, we stopped by a couple shops, as well as a stable in which we had stabled one of our 2 horses that technically belonged to Clang, but he gave to us to use, named Patches. Patches is now an all-star tap dancer,
Correct.
and actually made us money by staying there. Truly ideal, honestly. He made like 12 gold. Kind of an icon, Patches.
Made an absolute
Um,
pittance compared to what you guys made in the meantime.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the horse made 12 gold.
After
Profit.
paying for
Profit.
after paying for his own rent and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
A
Like
business person too.
Yeah.
Business horse.
he is a business horse. He was a good investment. Let's put it that
Went to law
way.
school too.
Yeah, went to law school. Really an icon.
Opened up their own dance company as well, you know.
Jackson, you're on a hoof
Dance
say.
horse.
So on top of picking up
hate you,
our
Matt.
horse Patches, we also did a little bit of shopping in the area, looked for some magical items and things. We ended up going into a shop and buying a couple things, one of which I/Squall actually ended up doing an exchange for, which is I have been holding a shooting star in a bag for several months. And this person had a monocle of true sight, which Zinlar really wanted. So I ended up, because I have no idea whether the shooting star in a bag is actually real or not, I agreed to trade the monocle of true sight for my shooting star in a bag plus 300 gold, I believe. And the shop owner, who intends to make it into an amulet of wish, promised that she would alert us when she was ready to put it on sale. So, after we did all that bartering, and I gave Zinlar his new monocle, his fancy, very fancy new monocle, we headed back to the Inquisition, where we found it in shambles, complete disrepair, and we found out that the Inquisitor Regent, who is the head of our what would we call ourselves? Like,
The
I don't
order
know.
of the order of the
Yeah,
Inquisition.
head of our order. There you go. After he suddenly vanished from our world without much, like, nobody really understands. One of our friends, a fire Ganassi, who is perpetually on fire because of a curse, Storza, has taken over and is trying to pick up the pieces. So we had a conversation with him where he was pretty frank with us that shit is not going good, okay? Shit is real bad, and he doesn't really know if we can save things. The city is under constant attack because the old Inquisitor used to hide the magical power of Eltret, and it's not shielded anymore, so we've been under siege by monsters for quite some time. So, he asked us to go out and look for a group of Inquisitors that were stationed in the city that have not reported back to him in quite a while. On top of that, after everybody went to bed, I had a private conversation with him where he asked me...
Squall stayed after class.
Yeah, I did.
Oh no.
Look, the teacher
Say it.
is hot. What can
Don't
I say?
say it like that. For fuck's sake.
I mean, they
Um,
also
Can't
could
help
have
how
killed
hot.
Nigel
Man,
after, if you
That's
know
a
what I mean.
So-
Google search I have to look up.
Well, time to kill Storza.
So Storza asked me to try and get information about the order that I am from, the Order of Lost Souls, because I am an acolyte monk for the goddess Dolena, who is the goddess of lost souls. So
Nerd.
they have been unhelpful to him in trying to prevent these monster attacks, and he doesn't understand why. So he asked me personally to try and subtly get information out of the church as to why they are resisting helping. And Squall already believes it to be her glorious purpose to kind of take over the Order of Lost Souls and lead it in a new direction. So she was like, yeah, I'll do that, no problem. And then we all went to bed, and that's the recap.
There's an important thing that you missed.
Oh.
Wayne has moon shoes now. He affected.
And
Wayne
Maya's
does have
back.
shoes.
Well,
Oh,
I
yeah.
said,
Maya came
I
back.
thought you were
yeah, Maya also rejoined us.
And Gwaine got his own mission.
Look, I'm telling it from my perspective, okay?
Did
Yeah.
Wayne get his own mission? And if so, would you mind?
It's to go to the moon with your moon shoes.
You're right.
Yes.
Do you not
Fuck
remember what
you.
Gwaine has to do?
I swear I wrote it down,
Oh,
but apparently my.
giant.
Wayne-
Traveling to a different
Oh, yeah,
planet?
yeah,
That's
yeah. I did write
crazy.
that down. That's what the books are
But it'll
for.
be easier now because he can go to the moon and go to the giants at the same time.
Yeah.
No, I can just jump and I'll be on their level.
No, having interplanetary travel would be such like that would be just so weird.
Yeah,
Very
imagine
insane.
space
Yeah.
D&D. That just
That'd be
D&D
gross.
is like
that would,
medieval.
that would just
and
this just wouldn't make sense.
It's just called Spelljammer.
That would just wouldn't make sense.
no, but that's not out yet.
Yeah,
for
that's
5e.
not out yet, so it doesn't
So
make
it
sense.
wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, a
know
space
what
D&D. What? No. Anyway, I'm rabbiting on. Let's
Coming
go.
soon to a podcast near you.
Yeah, we get it. Several of you all are
No,
playing.
no,
Gears
no, no, we're not, no, we're not.
No. If you're gonna talk about it, we're gonna spoil it, right, Sky?
Oh my god, the noise. Oh my
I don't know anything about it. Nobody has told me anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways,
Nothing. There's nothing.
Uh, Anyway, let's fuck a fire Ganassi. Let's go.
you've literally already had the
What?
option
I
to and
was
just
about to say.
ignored it.
Yeah, you skipped that already.
Oh,
Wayne
no,
has
no,
had
no,
a
no, no.
nickel
I'm
for
now
every
on,
time.
hold on.
realizing
Hold
that
on.
maybe Squall
Wayne's
has a type, and that type is Fire Ganassi.
Wayne-
No,
Wayne's
it's
fine.
people that Quayne wouldn't be interested in going after until he sees it working on someone else.
If I had a nickel for every time that situation came up, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but for this
Keep going, you
scenario,
got
It's
it.
weird
You
that it
got it.
happened twice.
You got him. There you go.
Anyways, as the sun rises, you all awaken inside this ancient Inquisitor's fort. I'm just gonna roll a D100. Who wants to be 1 through 20?
Me.
I'll be 30 through 40.
Okay, so you'll be 21 through 40.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
I
hold
want to
on.
be 30
I'll
through
be-
40.
I'll be 21 through...
41 through 60.
I'll be the most.
Okay.
50?
So when you all wake up in the morning, Maya, there is a chunk of just stone next to your head that has fallen out during the night and is probably the size of a watermelon.
Yikes.
Maya will probably look at that, take her a second, and be like, "What?" Just kind of out loud, and try to lift it off the bed.
It's on the ground next to the bed.
Oh, it's on the ground next to me? Okay. So she's just gonna look up and look around. Can I see anything? Like, as in, can I see, like, if it came from the ceiling or anything?
You can see the sky from where this thing fell out of the ceiling.
Oh, man.
Could have crushed you.
Yeah, seriously.
It didn't wake you. That's
No,
what
it
the-
didn't. Maya had a bad night last night. I guess she just, like, slept right through it.
After all the
Maya-
seasickness.
And, you know, being mentally distraught about other things. But she's gonna, get up, wash her face, straighten herself out, and put on part of her disguise kit and make herself into a orange cat. Is that possible?
Yeah, you can paint your fur orange.
Yeah. Well, actually, before she does that, she's gonna go knock on Squall's door because she doesn't want to surprise them by being an orange cat.
What?
Might think because she doesn't want to get called an imposter again by Gwen.
Among Us?
So
Amo-
yeah, you heard that. So she's gonna knock on Squall's door and just see if she's also all right. Maybe she's
Yeah.
dead from rock.
Squall would already be up. And if nothing happened in my room specifically, then she would probably open the door and have like a freshly hair wetted, kind of slicked back look to her from her morning rituals to Tholena.
Need a haircut, greaser.
Ever.
Yo, Squall. I will be looking different today, as an account that I've had a terrible last couple days, and I just don't want to run into my family or anyone to recognize me. I will be an orange cat. Do not freak out or call me an imposter or a traitor like Gwen did. Much appreciated. When I come back, I will be only orange cat.
All right. Do you really think that if we run into your family that you being orange is going to like make them not recognize you? From what I understand of families, dyeing your hair doesn't make you unrecognizable to them.
Take anything to get a little bit of maybe just they don't even recognize me in a crowd, and I haven't seen them in years, and I mean years. So I will take my chances.
Well, all right then.
So Maya's gonna go paint herself orange.
Aren't you glad?
Finish that.
Alright.
Finish it,
Alright.
Parrot.
Keep going. Keep going. Don't be shy.
I
Finish
didn't
the
have
fucking
anything
statement.
else, guys. Guys, I didn't have anything else.
Finish what you started.
You guys are scary.
Good.
Aren't you
Fuck, I mean,
glad we forced you to finish?
Aren't you glad I didn't finish that sentence?
Purple and shit.
Roll a d4 for damage.
I did a roll for the disguise kit.
Okay, I see it.
A
Alrighty.
19. That's almost a 20.
So where are y'all headed? Or what are y'all talking about? Planning your morning.
Gibbs is hungry.
Zimlar is
looking-
also hungry.
Looking for food.
Can Gibbs and Zimlar just be sniffing around?
Yeah, so Squall, Maya, when you exit, you see Zinlar and Gibbs also exiting their rooms, but by the time Squall and Gwaine come out after you've shown Squall your disguise, Zinlar and Gibbs are actively walking around the room, just on opposite sides of the room in a clockwise thing, both sniffing, trying to figure out where the food is.
Zinlar is like the ring style, just like crawling on all fours.
Sinlar,
Oh.
what are your lizard folk nostrils tell you?
I don't know. Let me roll a dice to figure that out.
Hey Zinlar,
Roll
what
me a
do ye
perception
lizard nostrils smell?
What do thy lizard nostrils smell?
Zinlar, you can definitely smell something cooking from the room off to... Hang on, I'll put you guys in the right map. That'll probably help, won't it?
That would be helpful.
Yeah.
Maya's just watching Zimlar crawl around grunge style.
Really just looks like a big lizard.
Alright. Boom.
Oh my gosh, this is a big place.
Oh, yeah. Here, I'll change it to the map, too, so chat can see it. Ha
Good
ha
plan.
ha ha ha. Give me 1 second.
What?
Definitely forget to re-add Maya to both things.
Aren't you
Missing.
aren't you not glad you forgot to add Maya to it?
Aren't you disappointed you did that?
Aren't you disappointed in me and Barrett for keeping this going?
This place looks surprisingly not destroyed for
Look,
being
listen.
destroyed.
Listen. I only have so many
This
maps.
almost looks like the exact same map when when it wasn't destroyed.
You want fucking stones to start falling out of the ceiling? I can make that happen.
It's fine.
No, I'm not good at that.
My dexterity's fucking high as shit.
Mine is as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm,
As is mine.
I'm glad you're confident. I never said they'd be dex saves.
Okay,
Oh.
fine. I can
What
punch him out
else
the
would they
end.
be?
My
A
armor
scra-
class is 16.
Christmas
bitch.
I'm about to
Like,
make y'all make strength saves as I drop this entire
I-
fucking
Do
board
it!
on you.
I'd love
I
to
get
watch
+5.
Well, I will pass away.
Gwaine just wants a building to
Alright,
collapse on.
so Squall and Gwaine, you can almost immediately pinpoint the fact that the smell of food that you're smelling is coming from where the old kitchen used to be.
I was gonna assume
Yeah.
that Gwen was still in bed, but that's fine.
Oh. He can be if you
No,
want him to.
No,
I'd
it's
probably
fine. It's
just
fine.
look at Zinlar and Gibbs and point out the big doorway and say, the old kitchen was that way. That's probably where you're smelling the food from.
I give.
It's not exactly hard to
probably
find.
this way.
So when you head into the kitchen, you see that all of the tables inside that used to be there are empty or missing, just entirely gone, and you see that Matchstick has a pot at the north end of the room that is filled to the brim with something gray
Is my
and
sight
cooking
at,
over
like-
what looks to be all of the destroyed furniture.
Is my sight at like -2?
Can you not see anything?
I see, whenever I move my character, it's like a very like straight line of
Oh no.
like what I can see. It's like I'm scribbling. Oh. Now I can see. I see everything.
Now you can see
Zinlar,
everything.
the seer sees.
Year of seas.
Zinlar, the haver of eyes.
Am I?
That moment when Zinlar's the only one that doesn't have dark vision. Alrighty.
Wait, Zinlar doesn't have dark vision?
Nope.
Oh, that's crazy.
Nobody be light in this castle.
Alrighty. I think I fixed all your tokens so you guys can all see everything now.
I
We
could see.
can. I mean, I could see a pretty big radius.
Yeah. But Matchstick is... Do I have a Kenku somewhere in here? I have to. I do not. But yeah, at the north side of the room where Squall is where Matchstick is standing over this giant cauldron of gray stuff. As you walk
So-
up, he just starts scooping bowls and handing them off.
Oh. Yes, please.
This is gruel in the worst sense.
Free food though.
But it's food. And Gibbs is hungry.
I've had worse.
Would we have any of the leftover? Because I ordered 2 barrels of fish from that fishmonger for our ship. Would there be any left over from our trip over, or no?
No, not
It's on
really.
Gwen's back.
If you remember
Okay.
right, it was like a 2 or 3 week trip.
Yeah. Matchstick, we're gonna be heading back to Eltrit soon. Would you like us to bring back supplies?
Matchstick is gonna look at you and go, with what money?
With our money?
No, you know how to buy supplies for all of us.
I mean, we can at least get a little bit.
We're rich.
Matchstick like what Matchstick cook, and stores I can't taste anyways.
Well, that's fair. I
mean,
guess everything's becomes ash when you're on fire all the time.
Yes.
She just takes her gruel bowl. What is it? Could she out of Matchstick's view? Like she'd probably walk away and kind of sniff it. Is it bad?
It smells almost literally like plaster.
Zinlar's already chowing down.
Yeah, Gibbs
Yeah.
is going at it.
Same with Maya. She basically spent there was eaten.
As you guys are eating this, you're getting a hint of berries and a hint of sawdust
Gwaine is not eating it because he's not drunk enough to eat something that looks like this.
Yeah, I think Squall would just eat a day's worth of her rations instead.
This is some of the best stuff I've ever had.
Well,
this is really good. This is really good.
you two are welcome to split my bowl if you'd like. I think I'm just gonna
Oh,
eat some
really?
rations. Yeah, I hand them my bowl.
I think it
I
could
never
use a
even grabbed
little
a bowl.
fish, but it's good for what it is.
As anybody who's watching Matchstick cook this would just watch him pour in a bunch of sawdust and water and then just cast Goodberry and drop them in.
Oh my god.
Aya's watching because she's still by the fire. She's like, it's edible.
Is it?
Clearly.
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
Matchstick just looks up at you, Squall, and goes, "High in fiber."
When you're
You're
when
not
hungry
you're not
enough,
wrong, Matchstick.
You'll eat.
Definitely not the worst meal I've ever had.
See, Maya gets it
Free food,
up
man.
top.
She returns the high five.
Yeah.
So,
Wildly nice to have someone who understands free food.
Matchstick's sitting over the fire. Gwaine, you read book last night?
Yeah.
Did you actually read the book?
Gwaine got through. Gwaine got through half of the ethics one, and fell asleep with it just on his face. So he read one of them, the common giant. Nah, he didn't read that. He trusts his own ability to speak giant.
Okay.
Seeing as on my character sheet it says fluent.
Yeah, you are. Never
Well,
be
that's
too
pretty
sure,
cool.
though.
Okay.
Maya's gonna Maya's gonna walk up to Matchstick and be like, I'm sure this is the least of your problems, but I did have a rock fall into my room. I'm not worried about it. I'm more like just thought I'd tell somebody that some more of your ceiling is crumbling. I don't know what you can do about it.
Well,
There's no refund policy here.
there is upside to rock fall into room.
And that is
Rock can no fall twice.
that is true. And it missed me, so it won't get me if I come back to sleep here.
Now you
So-
just move bed below hole and then rock no fall.
Oh, that's genius. That's
No.
PT's got
actually
that fucking Charlie Bucket mentality.
No worry. It's not like it's gonna happen again.
We hear a thud in the other room.
That's exactly
cats.
what you hear. You hear a thud in the sound of a shattering bed coming from Maya's room.
Well, we won't be here very long anyway. I don't think we're gonna be here another night. We'll be heading back to Eltrin.
Well, I don't know.
so-
I could eat this for the rest of my life, I think.
You
Mind
want
getting
more?
something.
Only if it had a little
Yeah.
more fish.
Yeah.
He's
I'll
gonna just pull out another bowl and pass it to you.
Maya's gonna take one of her empty mason jars and fill it
Oh
up.
god. Not meal prepping the gruel.
I can't wait for these wood chips to dry out
To
and
solid
Maya
it.
to just have a fucking thing of just mush.
She'll still eat it.
She has
She-
prison breaks. That's what they are.
She'll still eat it. Maya will eat anything. She's been flat broke for a number of times.
Anyway,
Crap.
Gwaine, I pick you up in city in 2 days.
Okay.
If you all done with other mission, you can come too.
Swag.
Their mission pay. Does this new mission pay?
No.
Oh well.
Matchstick just kind of looks at you. With what money?
Yo, I'm poor.
We
Will there be valiant creatures to fight?
probably.
Yes.
You probably die.
What happened?
Sounds good to me. Will it make a good story? Well, you were Matchstick, right?
Did you just ask what happened, Maya?
No, sorry, I was looking at chat.
Oh.
Anyways. What are you all doing now? Are you trying to talk to anybody else before you leave?
I'll probably talk to Storza again to see if he has, like, if they have any information, like the names of the other Inquisitors that we're looking for and stuff at the very least. He gave us, like, their last known location. Did he give us a full dossier on them?
Just their last known location.
Okay, yeah. Or I guess I would ask Matchstick about it, since I think Matchstick gave us the last known location. Matchstick, do you all have any other information, like the names of the Inquisitors that we're actually looking for, besides just their last known location in Eltrit?
Matchstick's gonna kind of look down at you and go, need to know.
Well, it seems like we would kind of need to know their names in order to find them, or identify them.
Matchstick only know 2 of you.
Okay, well, we can step away and you can tell me.
That work.
Okay.
Quick question for Matchsticks.
Yes.
Do you know if there's a lot of tabaxi there because where the giants are? Because I'm thinking a cat that can play some musical instruments might make good money over there.
Giants know like other people. Miracle they seeing us. You two fools. Every time I leave you unoccupied.
Why?
It's like you're in a fucking Among Us lobby.
They are. They're trying to figure out who the imposter is, remember?
Except for we can't see each other.
Maya, would you mind
Oh yeah, sorry.
maintaining the food while I take Matchstick away for a minute?
Sure.
Just keep stir. It no burn.
Sawdust act as like canonical sugar for Zinlar.
I think
No,
think
sawdust is just sawdust.
Why?
sawdust is also like naturally highly flammable.
Yeah, but
Actually,
it's wet sawdust.
borderline used as tinder.
Maya's gonna cast Mage Hand and just keep stirring.
And I would just, like, I guess walk with Matchstick out of the room so that we can speak privately somewhere.
Okay.
It looks like they're leaving. I think we should follow them.
Or we can try and listen in on what they're saying.
Queen, I like the way you're thinking.
Right?
As you leave, he looks at you, Squall, and he goes, "You want names, or you just want Matchstick right down?"
If you want to just write them down, Matchstick, that would work perfectly well.
All right.
If you're concerned, if it's on a need-to-know basis, then best to just let me read them.
All right. He scribbles it down on a sheet of paper and hands it to you.
Okay, are you gonna put those in my notes?
You should already have it.
Which one of us is stealing that note? I
Well,
want to see what's written on it.
I don't know. I'm sure maybe we could probably just ask Squall. I don't know why Squall would have.
I don't-
I feel,
You're probably right.
you know, like Squall's kind of our captain kind of situation. I feel like if there was information we needed, Squall would give it to us.
That's true. What if she doesn't give us information?
Then we steal.
Okay, all right.
I look over the names and then I say,
Matchstick just looks at you, Squall, and goes, "Your friend not quiet."
I know, they're not subtle.
No, they very loud.
Maya's gonna be like, "Hey, you guys, you want any more of this?"
To
this
be
food?"
fair, it makes sense because Gwen's wearing chainmail, so he can't be stealthy. It's literally impossible for Gwen to be stealthy.
Also, did you get? Yeah, you guys can see that roll.
Yeah.
Is there do you have any other information?
Oh, that was a roll against us.
Yeah, against you all.
Oh, you rolled it as Gwen. I was so confused. I'm sorry.
Oh, you did roll it as
I did that
Gwen.
on accident.
Wait, so you gave yourself a +4? It doesn't matter. It was nice.
The funny thing is, I rolled it as you and rolled 1d20 +4 anyways. So I
The
didn't even
only nat
realize
20
that
I'm gonna get
something
in
was
this
wrong.
game, and it's fucking against me.
Living the life of fucking Nom.
I'd
Is
rather
there
not.
is there any other information that you can provide, Matchstick? Maybe races, descriptions.
Matchstick lost records in collapse.
I see. All right. And I suppose because of the, carefulness of the release of the names, certainly we can't just go around asking about them.
Yes.
So,
Please don't.
but it'll
Wait.
be no, but it'll be a good way for us to identify them if they name themselves to us.
Why can't we just go ask people their names? Isn't that what you do?
Yeah, this is kind of weird.
Kind of sussed out.
I don't like the vibes I'm getting right now.
I fold up the paper and I slip it in kind of into my bag into my I'll put it into my journal
Okay.
and just say thank you very much for the information.
No problem.
Good luck
Done
here, and
talking.
do
Let's
let
get
me
back to our
know
pillar.
if
Yeah, Squall's coming back.
there's anything else that we can do to help or anything that we can bring you.
He kind of pats you on the thigh and goes, maybe have friend work on stealth, and just walks away.
See, after he walks away, Squall just kind of not rolls her eyes, not at Matchstick, but at the group of them and the fact that they got caught.
Regardless, when you roll your eyes, Matchstick just says, heard that.
You're not rolling at me. You're rolling at the idea of me.
They're both equally bad.
Okay.
And Squall probably head back to her room. And maybe get out some of her water from Tholena's city and see if she can't get in contact with her to inquire that she might have some knowledge about what is happening with the primary leaders of the religion.
Roll
So
me
I'll
a
probably just,
religion check.
Okay. Religion check it is. Skills. Religion. Can I have advantage because I'm using my special water?
I will give you a +2.
Okay. I don't know how to. Well, that was a
Damn.
natural 18. So with
Uh,
an additional +2, that's 24.
As
Yeah,
you
but
as you
Was that
pour
a
the
religion check?
as
That was
as
a
you
24.
pour the water over your head, or how are you doing it? How are you touching the water? I guess.
Yeah, I would probably hold it in my hands for a minute and just kind of look at it, and then I would pour it over my head like I do with the regular seawater.
So as you pour it over your head, you gasp as you find yourself transported back to that underwater world. As the glowing plankton-like silhouette of Thelena appears in front of you. Yes, my child.
Elena, I've been tasked with getting more information from the Order, but it's been under attack from monsters since the Inquisitor Regent vanished, and the Order has been shuttering itself inside rather than trying to fight off these attacks. Is there any information that you can give me or any insight as to why the Order might be cloistering themselves rather than trying to put up protections of their own?
The school has become lost, young estuary. I task you to lead it back home.
I see.
Those in power have forgotten why they rose to power in the first place, and those without are managing those who do.
I see. So the leadership has been corrupted, so to speak.
There is a red tide coming, Squall Estuary. Be prepared to face it when it does, and you snap back into the room you're in.
Am I crying seawater again? Does that happen every time?
You are indeed.
Okay. I
Squall's
will-
been in there a while.
Use my control water to save the tears like I did the first time and put it back into my special
It's-
water skin.
It's okay. Chat doesn't know. Chat can't see us on the map.
Chat can...
Nope, they can't see you.
You sneaky bastards.
It's okay. It doesn't matter.
You think Squall's alright in there? Do you think Squall's plotting something?
Don't think she's plotting something. I think she's doing that thing where she talks to the big fucking the dragon turtle woman.
What?
Oh, I didn't know she could do that.
Yeah, wait, what?
Well, more like praying. I don't think it. You know what I mean. I think she's just praying.
Oh.
Just talk to her
Oh.
god.
Maya, what are you doing here?
I'm
Ah!
That guy came back.
You're all just standing suspiciously in a group and you don't think Maya's gonna come over.
Yeah, what the heck?
Also
Okay.
fully
You
orange.
snuck up on me.
Also,
Who the
you
fuck
know,
is this?
I noticed something. I didn't want to bring it up. Why are you orange?
Oh,
Yeah.
you know,
Aren't you glad we asked?
Are you copying me? Are you taking...
you know, you do have good looks in Lar.
Thank you,
And
thank you.
you know, I want to get more in touch with the ocean, so I thought looking a little bit more like you would help me get in touch
No,
with
I
the
mean,
ocean.
it's a good color.
Yeah, but
I was
also,
just- Maybe my fabulous tales motivated you.
you know, it might have been because I could have went for like all black, but like, you know,
Are
because
you a
I'm a
fan? Are you a fan?
As Zinlar's talking about this, there's a knock on the door behind you, and then it opens, and a kobold just comes out with a tape measure and just starts measuring Zinlar.
Shh, shh, don't make any noise. We're being stealthy right
Oh,
now.
shush.
You can measure me, but just do it without making noise.
Got it. Shush. And he like crawls up your back and he sits on your shoulder. He goes, "Hold arm up, please."
Got it.
So let's go hold this.
But anyways,
He's just gonna
Gibbs.
take his little tape measure and just measure Zinlar's arm, and then he just starts measuring various parts of Zinlar's chest and nodding to himself.
Wait, what do you do? Oh, hold on. I didn't even ask. What is this for?
This is for tomorrow's lunch.
None yet.
Oh my god. He's one of those.
One
The
of
kobold
ferrets?
crawls up onto your head and like sticks his head down, so his snout's like resting on yours and his eyes are looking right at you. Wanna what?
You know, the people with the dumb jokes.
Kobold, shut up. Zenlar, shush. We're being sneaky.
Yeah, you're right.
Shush, don't even interact.
Keep measuring me.
I'll show you dumb jokes. And he finishes measuring you, and as he walks back towards the door, he goes, "Squall, friend spying on you,"
And
and
oh
just
my God,
walks
here,
through the
everybody,
door.
I have extra gruel. Everybody
Hold on,
act
hold on,
natural
excuse-
and
Shh, no. Shh, I got this. As Squall comes out the door, I go, Maya, how the fuck did you not die? There's 2 fucking rocks.
Yeah,
oh, I see.
your
what
room was like collapsing.
The fuck did you not die, Maya?
Yeah, you
Jesus.
almost. Oh my gosh, you
Oh.
almost got crushed.
Anyway, back to the grub.
Yeah,
nice,
seriously.
yeah, okay. But
Maya,
Gibbs,
come
to answer your
along.
question- But to answer your question, Gibbs,
Oh, yeah,
there's some
yeah.
people I don't want to see, and I don't want them to see me. So I'm an orange cat.
That makes 100% perfect
Why
sense.
is she
Yeah.
orange?
Oh, I think I might have my first fan, Gwen.
Well, you want to come get some grub? Gruel?
Maya's gonna walk up to them because Gwaine was being such a jerk and goes, hey, I don't know what they're doing. They're listening to you. They've been listening the whole time. I'm sure you know. But yeah.
I mean, if the kobold didn't screaming wasn't enough, yes,
Oh, yeah.
I'm aware, but they're not going to learn much from listening to me.
Yeah, I just came over to
Regardless.
say hi, but apparently they were doing something. So yeah.
That rat.
She's a cat, not a rat.
Oh, my bad. You
So
know, the
Squall, are
orange.
you gonna go talk to Storza?
Yes.
Why did you?
Okay.
I do. I'm gonna cut off Squall. As she's on her way to meet Solza.
Okay.
I'm gonna just say, I thought you did your praying in the morning before you got up. I was the reason we followed you out of being purely honest is A, we're bored. There's not much good food, and B, like I said, I figured you were going to pray, and then I got confused because I thought you prayed before you ate, or before you woke up. So
I did. I was having a second communion with Tholena. I was hoping to connect with her and glean maybe some more advice on, the goings on in the city in general. As, Eltrit is her city. I imagine her eyes are more closely on it, but no luck.
I don't want to make this about me because I know that we're trying to save Eltris. Sorry. Let's just see this 9-foot lizard trying to sneak behind the pillar. Sorry. But out of just wondering, did Tholena happen to say anything about this blessing that I was given, pointing to the scales?
You know,
Oh, sure,
she
that's a
she
good
didn't
point.
mention anything when she healed you, if that's what you're asking. I mean, if I manage to commune with her again, I can certainly inquire. Technically, if we return to the stones, you'd probably be able to commune with her yourself now.
I did
As-
try last night. I got distracted while reading the giant book and tried to pray, and nothing happened.
Well, it's a little bit more difficult than just praying. I mean, my rituals are heavily based on waters that are taken from the actual pools in the order temple. But actually, when we head back to Eltra, at some point I will have to return there, as I always do. But perhaps you would actually be able to glean some contact of your own with her if you took a dip in one of the pools. I mean, you'll have to be a bit more careful than I am because you are capable of drowning.
Oh, true.
And, I mean, thankfully, as long as I'm around, I should be able to resuscitate you without much trouble. But, the pools are, were, until very recently, our only known way to connect with the City of Lost Souls. Now I know that the stones, the turtle stones, can connect us as well, under the right circumstances.
Figured at some point I should thank her for saving me because that was a pretty rough. I wasn't looking so good, so I figured that at some point I should probably thank her and didn't. It wasn't really a good time to ask you on how you pray.
Well, I mean, I could certainly teach you the rituals when we return, and you can take your own flask of water. I mean,
I'm interested in doing it in Eltrit, so we can focus on when after that.
yes, exactly. I mean, it's important to take your waters from the pools at the temple. That's the best way to work on your rituals and connect better.
Yeah.
And so,
Cool.
we'll talk about that then.
Where are you off to now? Are you coming back to the food?
I'm trying to get information about the people that we are seeking out. It's going poorly so far. I do have names, but Matchstick did not have descriptions, so I'm hoping that maybe Storza remembers a bit better than Matchstick, or has the words to describe them, I guess I could say.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So,
Alright. If you want to come by, let me know, but I'll leave you to it.
yes.
Come along, Zinlar.
How did you know I was there?
You're a 9-foot lizard that tried to sneak behind a twig of a pillar.
Oh, what's up, Squall? Don't mind me. I'm just passing by.
I
Yes,
like the
I'm
idea that
sure.
you've gone all fours to sneak back in. Like you're usually just like walking on 2 feet, but you just like got back on all fours and like Komodo dragoning back in.
So, as you hang on.
Just say my me.
All right, listen here, you little shit.
Wayne, that was an intense conversation.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
What do you talk about?
just this, and I point to the scales that are on me and trying to figure out if there's anyone that I should thank for this before. I don't know, man. They could be a curse. You never know.
Ooh, curses make good stories too.
Curses make fantastic stories. However, I don't want to be part of the ones where people die at the end.
Well, yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, I feel like curse is usually used in a derogatory term, but curses can also be good.
There was this boat that I heard of called the Dark Gray Pearl.
I'm gonna beat
But,
your ass.
Oh my god.
Wayne, give me a deck save.
I think I've heard that.
A deck save? You got it.
Give me a deck save.
I think I've heard that
You got it.
story.
Alright, I'm rolling.
Ah,
I'm rolling.
yes. The
Fuck!
Dark Gray Pearl.
Oh no.
Is Gwen about to die?
So, as soon as Gwaine starts this story, a rock falls out of the
Wait,
roof
does
and
Sidmar
just
see
clips
this?
it just clips his shoulder on the way down. Like, there's no time to even react.
Are you sure? Because I do have a reaction that I can use Mold Earth on. I'm just saying.
Take
if we're
12
abiding
damage.
by what?
Take 12 damage.
Dang!
Oh, Gwade, are you okay?
I'm
my
fucked.
God.
I can't
Squall.
believe
Squall, as you
Gwaine
head
is
into
dizzy.
the room, you hear a crash from the kitchen, and Storage just says, "Close the door."
God, that rocked.
I close the door behind me.
Makes me want to write an album about it. About rocks.
Did you come
Can I go
into
in?
Did you come into my office last night after I went to sleep? After I visited with you the first time.
Yes.
No, I didn't. Not after the first time.
Well, then we might have a problem because this was on my desk when I woke up, and he kind of slides a dagger across the desk to you.
Does it look like the same dagger that we had left on
No.
our door?
So this
Oh,
dagger
okay.
is made out of an almost iridescent blue metal with runes down either side.
Is he holding it out for me to take?
No,
or just
like he slid it across the table towards you.
Okay. Can I pick it up?
You can.
Okay. I want to pick it up and examine it.
Whatever it is, it's definitely magical. Any of your
Odd.
friends holding something like that?
No, I've never seen a weapon like I've never seen a weapon like this amongst our group before. A lot of our magical items are more use-based than or I guess I should say more defensive than offensive.
Mm.
Was it stabbed in the table or was it just left here?
It was just laying on the table when I woke up.
Peculiar.
Yeah. You have anybody who'd be able to figure out what it does?
Potentially, I'd say that.
Gwaine! I think.
Pretty much all of the group at this point, except for myself, are magically inclined. So Gwaine has really come into his own with his magical talents, as well as Mayada, and the two new ones, Zinlar and Gibbs, are both magically inclined as well. So I'm sure one of them will be able to identify it for us.
Well, if you can't get it identified by them, take it into the city and see what they can do.
Absolutely.
Worst comes to worst, if it is a magical weapon, we need every edge we can get.
Yes. I also have a ring of spell storing, which I have stored sending in. So, would you like me to send you a message as soon as we know what it is? If it's of significance, I guess I should say.
If it's important, sure. If not, hang on to it. I don't.
came in to ask you if you had any descriptions of the Inquisitors that we're going to be looking for as well, but
I wish I did, but up until, a couple weeks ago, I was in the same boat you are right now.
I see. Alright then. Matchstick, unfortunately, did not have, any information for me outside of names that were not meant to, use, so it's going to be difficult to identify Inquisitors undercover with no descriptions and just names and an area to look.
Well, they should still have their badges on them, so you'll be able to tell if it's them by checking those.
Well, I'm assuming if they're in distress, they'll be hiding those, but
Or
fair
if
enough.
they're dead.
Well,
If you find
if they're
them,
dead,
if
then
you
it-
find them distressed, that's actually ideal. If you find them dead, that'd be unfortunate.
Fair enough.
Anything else?
I think that about does it. Unless you think there's anything else we need to know. You haven't. I mean, pertaining to my alternate mission with the Order, you said that you haven't had any communications with them at all.
Oh no, I've talked to them. They just refuse to help.
I see. Do you mind giving me specific wording? Or at
Delena
least-
will help her servants in our time of need,
I see.
and
I
we
see.
need not intervene.
Well then, I imagine there might be more at foot there than meets the eye, but I'll definitely be delving into that one
Please do.
sooner rather than later.
There's a bishop that you should go see. He's been the one that we've been in primary contact with.
Oh, that is good to know.
Yeah, his last
What?
name is, what is this, Cargill? Something like that. First name Adis. He's a bishop with the church. Tabaxi shouldn't be that hard to find.
I see.
You are good to go on your
Surprising.
mission, Inquisitor Squall.
All right. We'll be heading out shortly then.
Fantastic. Grab whatever extra horses you need from the stable. Lord knows we don't have the money to feed them anyways.
Fair enough.
Our horse makes me.
Better they get some use than end up in one of Matchstick's stews.
Oh no.
You know, I feel like the stew could probably be improved with a bit of horse in it, to be honest.
Really?
Horse is a very stringy meat.
I think it tastes fine. I think it tastes fine.
Well,
Something
know,
you're
to
burning
each
to
their
say, Inquisitor
no,
Estuary?
no. My group availed themselves heartily of the food as well, so I believe I might be in the minority here.
Well, that's good. I have to suffer every day. Least of all, you should all suffer with me.
You know, I offered to bring supplies back if we can. Matchstick turned me down, but if there's anything you'd like us to try and find in Eltrit while we're there, I can keep an eye out.
Well, I used to be a fan of whiskey, but I've lost too many tunics since I started trying to pick that habit up again. So I think I'm good.
I
What's
see.
his favorite whiskey? Please say it's Fireball.
Give me a dex save.
What the fuck? It's your issue.
No, I'm kidding.
Keep standing under brittle roofs.
Yeah.
I'd argue that Gwaine is still standing under the same hole.
I'd argue that Gwen is preparing Mole to Earth and just constantly looking up.
He's got an
Yeah, none of
umbrella.
us have moved at all, actually.
Yeah.
No, I saw you all moving. That's why I paused the game. Alrighty. He kind of gestures for you to leave, Squall.
Yep. I'm already heading out and closing the door behind me.
Gooch the fuck out.
As you close the door, you hear snoring again as the door closes.
God. Fucking hell.
Hey, you burn a lot of energy if you were constantly on fire.
Yeah, that's
Ba-dun-sh.
I don't think that was a pun. I think that was a legit physics thing.
But he
I
said
mean-
burn.
Yeah.
So clearly, because he's on fire.
Anyways,
Now I know why my jokes don't hit. Tough crowd. And also their shit. Anyway.
all right. So Squall, you head back into the kitchen. What are the four of you doing in the kitchen? Besides Gwaine, who I'm sure is holding his shoulder.
Yeah, holding his shoulder, watching the ceiling, preparing
Playing.
to
I'm playing on the tiny piano and playing my viol at the same time.
I'm listening.
Explain to me how you're doing that.
With
toes.
my
and
paws,
tail.
my toes. Yeah, toes
Okay,
and
I was
tail.
about to say because both of those instruments take two hands.
Did you not see the Bad Guys movie where the snake played the guitar?
I have not seen the Bad Guys movie. No.
Me either.
Neither have I. But I saw Corridor Cruise video.
Yeah. Anyway, keep going.
Anyways, Squall, you
Is
walk
standing
in.
in the corner menacingly.
You walk in on Maya playing two instruments, one with her feet, one with her hands. Gwaine, what are you? Zinlar's standing in the corner menacingly.
I'm leaning against the pillar, holding my shoulder.
And Gibbs, what are you doing?
I'm listening to Maya.
And that is what you walk in on, Squall.
Well, I'm glad to know you guys are all ready to leave already.
Oh, I'm ready.
Are we,
Let
are
me
we
just
going?
For free?
let me just finish this solo real quick. Since you like
Alright. I'm ready to go.
jams out.
Oh,
Okay, I'm done.
Oh, get it.
No, thank you.
Are we going?
Yeah, we're going.
Yes.
There we go.
Our mission to try and find those other Inquisitors is kind of the utmost importance, and Storza really impressed on me that it's important for us to try and figure out at least what happened to them. Hopefully, find them alive.
So are
Alright.
we not doing? Are we not caring about the Kikimoris anymore?
I think the Kikimoris aren't capable of crossing the ocean, and so that is the least of his concerns currently.
All right.
I think on our own time, if we get this figured out, we can return there.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, I don't think Storza would or could stop us. So
Yeah,
if we
exactly.
want to return there after we get this all figured out, that would be for the best. But as it stands, if the city stays under attack the way it is, the city isn't going to exist much longer.
All right.
All
so,
right. Well then, let's
so
head out.
as you guys leave the front gate of the castle, inside the courtyard, the pile of stones and broken wood has only grown larger overnight. And you see that there are 3 not so great looking horses left in the stable.
What
The
about
stable master is just seemingly gone.
Yeah, we still got Patches and Stitches, but
Yeah.
there are 5 of us, so, and we did not get a wagon.
Well, I don't know how to ride a horse.
Well, you can ride with me if you want to ride with somebody. I know how to ride a horse.
That's fine. We don't have to take them all. The Storza basically told me that they can't afford to feed them currently, so taking them would be a mercy to them.
I've ridden a seahorse.
That is a fascinating concept, and I would like to hear more about that. But
Apparently, I'm really good at riding horses.
Ah,
So those who have never ridden a horse or aren't riding with anyone, basically, if you haven't ridden a horse and you're riding by yourself, give me an animal handling check.
Well, so since Zinlar got a nat 20 on riding the horse last time.
That's
Does
fair.
Zinlar-
Zinlar understands how to ride horses. You don't have to give me a check.
Okay.
Zinlar understands that horses enjoy it most when you stand upon their back gloriously.
as a 9-foot lizard.
Wait, so you said people who haven't ridden horses before.
Basically, if Gibbs is riding alone, give me an animal handling check.
Okay.
Sure.
Are you riding alone?
Nah,
Am I?
nah. Gibbs, come with me.
Is there room?
I don't know.
I don't know if PT is a room.
There's room for 2 people on the horses.
Gibbs
Okay.
is,
Yeah, I'll-
Gibbs
I'll
is
ride
a
him.
pretty reedy person.
Yeah.
Gibbs is 5 foot and skinny and scrawny, so
Fair.
yeah, I'll ride with someone.
Alrighty. So you guys take off towards the city and shortly thereafter arrive at the gates. As you approach the gates, one of the guards steps out to you and goes, "Any contraband to report?"
No contraband. We're just coming back from the Inquisition headquarters.
Fantastic. You're the first ones we've seen in weeks.
That's what we heard.
Not fantastic.
All right. Well, enjoy your time. Enjoy your time in the city. Stay safe. We can't afford to lose anyone else. As he gestures for them to open the gate behind him. And the gate swings open, and as it swings open, a very familiar waterfall starts to encompass it.
Gwen starts to shake a bit.
You
I
all can head right in.
Wonderful.
and
Gwen's
yep,
hesitant, but does it.
we will ride our horses through.
Are you using shape water for everyone?
Yeah.
No, Squall's gonna drop
Yeah.
it right on.
I'm dropping it intentionally on them all. Figure it out, nerds.
No.
Not Gwen again.
I'll hold it. I'll hold it forever.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to kill 3 horses.
Jeez.
Yummy.
All right, so you all are in the city of Eltrip.
Wow.
Man.
Imagine being in a city.
Imagine me just now realizing that Zinlar still cannot see.
I can see.
Can you?
Blind man.
Yeah. Oh, I can't see the other people. I can see the map though.
Now you can see everyone.
Yes.
All right, so you enter the city. Where are you headed first?
So where are we going? Do we have like a heading?
Yeah, I think we have. Is it in our documents that they gave me?
He told you that it's not in your documents, but he did tell you that they lived in Craftsman's Farthing, right next to the bridge across the river.
Okay.
There.
Well, we're headed towards Craftsman's Farthing. That's where they were last known to be located. So that's the best place for us to head at this time.
Yep.
Great.
We'll stable the horses at the same horse place.
All right. The guy asked you, so when are you going to be back?
Well, at least one of us is going to be heading out in 2 days, and he'll probably need a horse then, but, it may be split, we'll see. We'll just say a week, just because, but we'll be in the city, so I can head back by if it ends up being longer.
Fantastic. Are we also purchasing lessons for these horses?
Yes.
We'll purchase lessons for this one specifically, and I indicate to Stitches.
Not the other 2?
No, they're, but I do want them to be well fed.
I will see what I can do. Are you going to be leaving our star of the show here with us this time as well?
Yes, Patches will also be staying.
Fantastic. Well, in that case, I don't need anything up front from you. He should be able to cover his own costs and that of the others.
Ideal. Thank you
Performing
very
at
much.
residency, like in Vegas.
All right. So as you guys head through the city, somebody roll me a D100.
Who wants to do it
I'll do it.
today?
I'll do
Okay,
it.
all right.
And not
Do it?
me.
Okay.
My D100s have been awful.
Your D100s have been rough.
I did it.
Good job.
36.
Woo!
Thank you, Zidlar.
As
Besties.
you guys are walking through the city. There is what appears to be a prison carriage headed towards you, and as the cart, it has the symbols of the Order of Lost Souls on the side. And as the cart gets about 20 feet away from you, you watch as the lock falls off and a man jumps out and tries to make a run for it.
Can I cast Mulder to trip him up?
You can.
What is he? I want to like.
Yeah.
What does he look like?
Less
He
like
he
trip
looks
him
like
up, and more just like grab his feet in place.
he looks like an aging water genasi.
Like currently aging.
No, like he's in his like 60s.
Would we know this was like if he
The
was
fuck,
bad or
Ferret?
Like his face is just constantly looking older as we're looking at him.
would we
Like
know
the
if he was
movie Old.
I would definitely frown at the jail cart with the order's symbol on it, as
Yeah.
that is definitely not the order's domain, as far as I was aware previously.
Maya lets out a hiss. She's physically uncomfortable by this.
So, Squall, you scowl, and Maya, you let out a hiss as you watch Gwaine wave his hands as this man's feet become entrapped in dirt and rock. And the guards...
Did the cart keep going, or
No. The cart stopped a couple seconds after he jumped out.
What's this
Wait,
man?
that was a good catch.
Thank you. What's this man in here for?
Heresy.
Hearsay?
I was gonna say
what?
the same
What
thing.
kind of heresy?
Claiming that the goddess Thelena has abandoned us in the city.
Squall, I'll let you take this. You can tell me when to let him go.
Yeah, I'm not big with this religion
Since
thing.
when is it the order's prerogative to jail people who speak heretical falsehoods?
It's always been the Order's prerogative. Perhaps you just haven't been on the receiving end of it. Unless you're not a devout soul.
No.
And the man who's saying this to you is a knight of the Order in plate armor.
Squall kind of bristles at the thought.
Maya's gonna join and be like right next to Squall and like let out, but just look really angry and mean, just to back her up.
How does the man look? Does he just look fine, or is he like beaten?
No. He's in good health. Like, he doesn't look like they've been roughing him up or anything.
Okay, that was my question.
Yeah, no, his clothes and all that seem fine.
Okay.
He's just constantly getting frailer by the minute.
He's away.
He's growing old. We gotta act quick.
You know, I wasn't gonna play with hags this session, but if you guys want to deal with curses, we can.
Oh my god.
Man, why does it gotta be a curse? He was born that way.
The dark gray pearl.
I'm going to curse all of you.
Look.
You
I
won't.
can't make a pun.
Teacher, don't punish the entire class just because a couple of us can't shut the fuck up.
Oh no, I'm only gonna punish part of the class. Don't worry, I follow the Geneva Convention.
I'm into that.
Yeah, so Squall kind of
Let Squall speak.
Sorry.
stands like straighter with it, has like a bit more of a face of I'm trying to think of the right word for it, assurance, and just says, you know, you ought to watch where you sling those accusations, Knight. You might find yourself at the wrong end of one.
Really tempted to just not yell. Well, sounds like heresy to me. Draws sword.
He will lose.
Yeah.
You should make him do that.
One of them will lose. In fact, several of them will probably lose. But in the end, religion fall.
Oh god. Why?
He looks at you. He goes, I'm not the one trying to vouch for a heretic.
I wasn't vouching for a heretic. I was questioning the religion's use of jails
Well,
to
then,
regard heresy
well,
when
have
you
we
could simply denounce it.
denouncing it hasn't worked. Where have you been recently?
On a goddess-given quest, in fact. But it seems like
So,
things have
so
gone
the
quite
bishops should be able to back that up from the archive then?
certainly.
Fantastic. I'll have to check. What was your name?
Estuary.
Oh. Well, regardless, and he kind of writes your name down. He goes, just because of who your parents are doesn't mean that you get to just walk around mouthing off to Knights of the Order.
And
She
Maya's gonna
scoffs.
hiss. Yeah, Maya's gonna hiss.
I don't need a name to justify mouthing off, thank you.
No, you seem
I can
quite good
back
at,
up.
you seem quite good enough at that by yourself.
Yeah, well, at least I have the ability to back it up.
Said he's wearing plate armor.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of give Zinlar a little nod to make him look at the plate armor.
Zinlar like stops picking wood shreddings out of his teeth and he goes, What's going on?
Piece of shit wearing metal.
Right. I just wasn't paying attention. Is it okay if I here, Gwen, come over here.
And Zinlar's gonna pull you to the side.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
No, is it like okay if I burn this guy alive? Like I want to, but I don't really.
I'm just gonna heat it up a little bit, you know?
No, okay, yeah, I'll give him a little,
Give him a
I'll
little tinkle on the ass.
Yeah,
Cool.
okay.
Alright, get back.
Zinlar's gonna cast heat metal.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Just a little bit on his like butt area.
Are
Of
you
his armor.
sure you want to do that?
Can I start? Can I
Yes.
get ready to cast Maintenance Tiny Hut? Can I get ready?
Fuck the evil
That takes a
campaign.
minute. You can't cast it during combat.
Oh.
If you're gonna start a fight.
No. He's not gonna start a fight. He's just gonna heat it up a little bit.
It's
You would
Zinlar
have to
doing
cast it stealthily then. Otherwise,
Yeah.
he's going to know that you cast it. It is
Can I do
obvious
that?
when you cast spells. You can try.
Okay.
That is up to that is on PT.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, you're not a sorcerer, so you don't have subtle casting. So if you cast
Oh.
this spell, he's gonna know you cast it. That's why I've been asking you, do you want to do this?
I guess not.
I mean, you can like walk behind a corner and cast it from there.
No.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
All right. The knight kind of looks at you, Squall, and he goes, "Are we done, Miss Estuary?"
Certainly.
And he
Good
just
luck with your nightly duties.
he's just
And she
gonna
kind of just walks on.
he's just gonna turn around and walk over and just grab the guy as one of the other guards is like chipping away at the stuff around his feet with a knife.
I look at Squall. No,
don't help.
reassurance. Okay, I'll leave the stone as it is.
Yeah. If you make eye contact with her, she just shake her head a little bit and
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
walking.
okay. That's exactly what I was looking for.
All right, as you guys continue through the city, you arrive at the second wall to the inner city, and notably, the Eltrit banners have been covered by banners of the Order.
What has happened to this place since I've been gone?
This
It
is
doesn't
not
look
what
any
it
different
usually
to
looks
me.
like.
No, not at all. The Order's always been a part of the city, but never this involved. And yet not involved. I
Yeah.
don't really know what to make of this. It's definitely never been the Order of Lost Souls has never been a political entity. It's a religious entity. They're very separate things.
Well, I know a person who likes to mix with that quite a lot.
Is that so?
Mm-hmm. Piece of shit.
Squall is like looking at you, waiting for your information that you clearly have.
She's gonna look at Squall and be like, "Okay, reason why I'm orange is because my stepfather, his name is Atreus, and he definitely is a very imposing figure. And last I checked, he was pretty high up in the church. But I know he had plans to make. I'm wondering if this is him. I've told you before I don't really like the religion, and he's the reason why. Now, all the stuff I've seen you do with your goddess lady sounds fantastic. But this is the religion of the lost souls that I know. And she points her arms up to like the banners and like, and back behind him. That man is the reason why. If he's gone up in the church from last I've known about him, this could be his doing. But I'm not 100% sure. He definitely wanted it to be. He definitely wanted this religion to be something that, I don't know, to me it made it sound like it wasn't optional and that it could be something more. But I don't know. I don't know if this is him, but I'm not saying he did all this, but he would certainly support this.
Well, it's good to know. Someone to keep an ear out for when I head back there.
Yeah, it's Cargill.
Cargill. Is he colorblind?
No.
No? Then you might get away with this.
Gibbs, do you have any idea what they're talking about? I'm not really like a religious.
Gwen turns to Zillow and goes, Gwen doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I was like missing out on something here. I just
The only god that I know of doesn't really have a following, so
Oh, yeah, that's right, that's right. I don't believe in a god. I believe in the ocean.
Maya's
Well,
gonna.
Oh
My
god.
squall just
No,
kind of turns to
no.
them, having whispered directly behind her.
No,
Maya's
wait,
gonna come
you've
in
already done this. You did that. No, they do slightly know, seeing as Squall spent the entire night on a drunken rant about Tholena and the religion.
It's true.
Oh, right.
So I imagine that they slightly know.
We like
what-
kind
what-
of know, but we
I-
don't really know.
Bold
the
of you to
state
assume that
of
the drunken party
you know
members
buzzwords
remember the
that'll get you through
drunken.
a conversation with Squall.
Oh, okay.
Bold of you to assume that your drunken party members remember the drunken speech.
That's
Wayne
fair.
does it perfectly.
Well, that's because
But,
Gawain
Wayne
exists
would.
in a state of drunk. That's his
Wayne's pissed
baseline.
off that he's not drunk right now.
I'm just saying, like, I respect other gods and stuff. Just the god that I know
no,
of.
I mean me too.
doesn't,
I
like-
just I'm not in
Pretty
like
sure
I'm
the
not
only-
well informed, but you know what I mean? Like I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah, Like I'm
Like,
not
I'm
into,
not a-
like the politics of religion. If that's a thing.
yeah,
I don't know.
that's
If you two would like, I can fill you
Oh.
in.
No,
No, I'm good. I'm just, I just need to know if any of this is like important for who I need to kill or, like who are we hunting down?
Gwen turns and is like, no, it's not. I mean, it is, but it's not. You can get there.
Okay, so
Squall raises an eyebrow at Gwaine.
Wait,
listen again, Squall. I'm not meaning anything. I just like, the brain only has so much capacity of information. I'm just like,
Well, I think it might be important to know, considering that, and she kind of gestures to the flags that are hung on the walls, this is not normal.
Uh huh.
This
Well-
looked like the inside of my house when I was growing up.
oh, well then it's normal for you.
Yeah.
This is not normal for the state of Eltrit as a city. And, I might add, that the people that we are looking for are within the inner ring in Craftsman's Farthing. Depending on the Order's reach within the inner ring, it could be that they interfered with the Inquisitors within. If they're taking people to jail for heresy somewhere, then it could very well be that one of those Inquisitors spoke ill of Tholena and they threw them in jail.
Hey, I
We'd
mean,
have no-
Squall, you just point the direction and I'll cast
Wayne
heat
was-
metal.
Gwen wasn't not only just listening, Gwen was actually like listening. Gwen was paying full attention.
That means
Something to
well,
be
I'll
aware
follow
of.
your lead.
All I'm saying is that this is abnormal of the Order. The Order has always existed alongside of Eltret. Eltret was created by the Great Dragon Turtle, who is Tholena's avatar on this plane. And it has always been led by someone directly connected to Tholena, though I believe that to be perhaps not true anymore. This militaristic state of being is not normal for the Order. The two
So-
entities are one, however, one is not greater than the other, and this seems like more of a takeover.
So we
Oh.
shouldn't. We might not have help within the order, allies.
I would not trust anyone right now, and that's coming
Hmm.
from me. Nobody
Yeah.
that I don't know personally.
Got it.
So then, how do we know this cat lady is really who she says she is?
You mean Maya?
What?
Yes, because she looks different. That's all I'm saying.
She used a disguise kit. I hold I reach out and I just gently grasp Maya's arm and then take my hand away to reveal orange all over my hand.
And Maya's like, oh man, I gotta repaint this.
Zinlar kind of squints at Maya and goes, "All right."
Remember when I
Well.
told you? So I didn't want to look like the way I do because I have family here, and one of them
Yeah,
happens to be my stepdad. And apparently,
No,
he's
I know, but now I'm on edge. Now I don't know who to trust.
Well, if
Well-
anything, you can trust me, Zinlar.
Should have dressed as a dog.
Remember, Zinlar, you also have your monocle of true sight. That lets you see through disguises and illusions.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Do you want to take
So
a gander?
if there's ever anyone you're suspicious of, just pop that on, and you should be able to.
Zinlar's just like this the whole time.
you out of most are actually able to know whether or not people are
I
bullshitting.
didn't know they could see through disguises. So
Good.
Zinlar's
Try
gonna
it out.
hold up his monocle.
There's a reason that I made sure that you had that.
Well,
So
I
be
knew it
sure
could
to make full use of it, because we'll probably need it going into
Just
the
to be
inner
just to
ring.
be clear, a ring of true sight can see through disguise self, not a disguise kit.
Oh.
Oh, okay. It sees through magical disguises.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, that's
So
what
I mean, she'd still look orange, but it's still my suggestion still stands.
Does a
See-
little overlay appear on the spyglass that just says "This is Maya"?
No.
A Minecraft username.
I'm gonna walk up to Squall. I'm gonna walk up to Squall and be like, Squall, just wipe away one eye. As I got the paint kit out already.
Well,
Alright,
you
I
only have
take-
one eye that isn't already ginger.
Well,
How does
okay,
that?
fair point. The one
How does
that
that help?
the one that is black.
Yeah, I take a bit of my water and I use shape water to just wipe away on the black eye side.
Is
But-
that
Wow.
a little
Is there-
better?
You're like a different person.
Eyes are the key to the soul. They're gonna be able to. Oh, you know what? All right.
I'm just gonna paint it back. So she takes a little bit of paint, puts it back. There, orange kitty again.
Oh my
Whoa.
god.
As you finish up reapplying your disguise kit, you round the corner and you see that there are guards at the gate wearing the sigil of the order as you approach it. One of
walk
the
up with
one of
purpose.
them one of the people there appears to be a priest.
Interesting.
Oh, by the way, my stepfather was a pure white cat with gray eyes, very tall, 7 feet. So be on the
Gotcha.
lookout for that monster, okay?
Gwen,
Should not be hard to
there a-
miss.
is there a way? Gwen kind of looks at them like looks at people with the order on them and says, "Hail the order," while kind of gesturing slightly to the scales.
They give you like barely a glance and say, "Blessed be Thelena," as you walk through the gate, Gwaine.
Perfect. Yes, I'm a fucking genius.
The priest steps out in front of the rest of you. Have you come to be cleansed in Thelena's waters?
I
I've
don't
been
think so.
cleansed.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Then you are allowed into the inner city. And the rest of you?
Yeah, I've been cleansed.
Been cleansed many times.
Yes, I have been.
Cleansing. Ah, my favorite pastime.
I gesture to Gibbs and Zinlar and I say, these two are of the ocean. They know Tholena deeply.
I take
Ha,
showers
nice.
often.
Like the back of my hand.
Ah, so they remember their drownings.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
I've almost drowned multiple times.
Almost?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh
I
no.
drowned once, and Gibbs helped me.
Ah, then you are true followers of Thelena. You are allowed within the inner city.
Thank you.
Nice.
Why?
I kind of usher you to it ahead of me to make sure everyone gets in. Or I guess you three. Make sure all three of you get in before I walk in.
So as you all cross through this gate, there is a distinct difference between what the inner city now looks like and what the outer city did. The inner city, everything is almost pristinely washed. The people walking through the streets are either wearing garments that signify Thelena or jewelry that has the emblems of the Church of Lost Souls on it. There are priests giving speeches. There are guards all wearing the order's vestments, walking around, just seemingly watching people. But the city compared to like the cobblestone streets and the kind of what you would expect from a city outside, the inside of this wall is pristinely clean.
Huh.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't this crazy, but I mean, there was a lot of priests everywhere when I was here. A lot of wet people.
There were a lot, but not nearly this many.
Yeah, not as nearly as much, but there were.
Yeah, I've never been here.
If my stepdad did not help out with this, then there are a lot of crazy people in the. And then she stops what she's saying, and she's like, "That make the religion look bad." And she looks at Squall.
Thank you.
Maya kind of like, does she like puff her chest while she says, "Well, they make the religion look bad"?
No, I was about to say, I was about to say in the church there's a lot of crazy people in church, and she was like, "I should not say that. That is that's not what you should say."
Yeah, what happened to the last person who said something about the church was crazy? Oh, that's right. Squall bitch slapped them in the fucking temple.
And she lived
True.
with, and Maya lived with somebody who did not like that, so she's kind of like, I know about this.
So much religious trauma, she might as well be a cleric.
All right, Squall. What are we doing?
Well, we need to head to Craftsman's Wharf. That's where, excuse me, Craftsman's Farthing, which is near the center of the inner circle. And I think that's where the last group of Inquisitors were known to be living. That being said, I'm now a little bit suspicious that they might have been converted and are intentionally not corresponding with the Inquisition. So stay quiet, try not to make eye contact with anyone, don't get anyone talking. You think I'm bad, these people... This is... The entire inner circle did not used to be convertees. I'm a bit concerned about the prolificness of the order, suddenly.
Fair.
As you walk through the city, after a little bit of time, you see a man walking down the street handing out papers. Archbishop's speech in the dock ward tonight as the sun sets, as he's handing out papers. He walks towards you and just holds out a paper. Archbishop's speech tonight in the dock ward at sunset. Be there.
I take the paper.
This paper looks like a standard sheet of propaganda. Like it hits all the beats. It has "Help us cleanse our city" on it. May Thelena's light guide us. And then it
Amazing.
has a picture of the Archbishop like standing over a roaring crowd.
And
Oh,
it's
the
in
Richter.
black and white.
What
Mhm.
does the archbishop? What does the archbishop look like?
The Archbishop is a quite short water Genasi with a very large mustache and no beard.
Is it big and bushy or long? Like
Big and bushy.
I would walk up to Squall. I kind of look over his shoulder at the paper and go, "You know this guy?"
Do I recognize him?
Yes.
Was he the Archbishop when I was here?
He was. He's been the
Okay.
Archbishop for the last like 25 years.
Would I
Yeah.
also know him then?
Well, you didn't.
You would
I
have
guess
heard
you
of him.
would.
You probably
Yeah, I
would have
was
seen
heard
him
of
once
him.
or twice, but you didn't really go to all the religious gatherings that your family
No,
did.
definitely not. Definitely
Yeah,
not.
so you've probably never seen him, but you've definitely heard of him.
I think this is the guy, the top brass, right? I feel like I've heard about this guy. The mustache.
Yeah, I mean, I've always known him to be a very devout follower of Tholena, but not much of a conversionist. It wasn't an archbishop's duty to convert people. That was for the rest of us to go about doing. I find it quite odd that he's making proclamations that are being advertised, no less.
And you, Maya and Squall, you would both know that this guy's name is Archbishop Bruell.
Okay.
Bruell.
His name was like Bruce or something. That doesn't sound right.
Bruel, I believe.
Bru- Yeah, you're right. I heard about this guy. Burrell Bushy Mustache. That's how I know him.
Squall kind of chuckles at that.
You know,
Wayne
there's
is
so-
almost scared that Squall chuckled while
Maya would,
not drunk.
Maya would lean over and be like, there's so many of these people. Sometimes, like, you just gotta come up with a lot of tricks to understand who they are or remember. Anagrams.
Alright, so after some time, you arrive at the address given to you on the sheet by Matchstick.
Mm-hmm. What does the house look like?
The house looks newly refurbished.
Hmm.
Like, the house looks just as clean and pristine as the rest of the city does. There's a warding sigil of Tholena on the door. The yard of this house looks well maintained. All the windows are nice and shiny and new.
Squall is becoming more assured that her theory might be correct. And just goes ahead and walks up and knocks on the door.
There's several seconds of silence after you knock on the door before you hear the lock click and it's opened, and there's a small Fire Genasi child standing on the other side of the door looking back at you.
Oh, why, hello there.
Hi.
Are your parents home?
Mom! She'll be here soon, and the kid just leaves the door open and walks away.
What does the house look like? What does it
The
look like?
the inside of the house, from what you can see, the outside, the first room of the house that you just walked into appears to have been a forge at one point. In fact, some of the tools are still inside it. You can see a door leading off to the right and a door leading into a room in the back. And from the door in the back, a Fire Genasi woman walks out and goes, "Oh yes, can I help you?"
Hi, we were given this address by a bookkeeper at the Inquisition. We're looking for
She,
some missing people.
She immediately seems on edge when you say that.
Okay.
Oh, well, I mean, everybody who's supposed to live here does.
I see. And how long have you lived here for?
Oh, we've only lived here for a couple of days. We were so lucky, thank Delena, that a house in the inner city opened up.
Oh, you've been trying to get in here for some time then.
Oh yes, all the followers of Thelena have.
Are you recent conversions?
No, no, no. Me and my husband have been practicing for decades.
I see, I see.
But you know, with Thelena's power weakening and all of her wards falling around the outer city, it just seems safer to be here.
Understandable. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Oh, my name is my friends call me Ruby. You can just call me Ruby.
I'd love to know your actual name.
Rubella. It's not the best. My mother was a physician and she thought it sounded good, but
Can I insight that?
yes.
Not the best.
She seems to be telling the truth. Also, for anybody who's trying to figure that out who doesn't know what rubella is measles.
It's not good.
No. It's no good at all. But she seems to be telling you the truth.
Okay. Well, I'm very happy to hear that you were able to get this house in the inner circle. Being this close to the temple is quite an honor.
It is. Praise be Thelena.
Praise be. And I suppose you don't know anything about the previous occupants of this house.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you've read the papers.
I'm sorry to say I haven't. I've actually only very recently come back into the city.
She
I've
kind of
been-
like starts rubbing her hands together. She goes, "Well, the last occupants of this house tried to kill the archbishop."
I see. Do you have a copy of that paper that I might ask you for?
Let me go look. Just stay here a moment. She closes the door and you hear her walk off into a different room. So you guys have some time to talk if you want it.
Yeah.
I don't like this squall.
Well, let's break in.
I think we should leave.
One, we're not breaking in. Two, she's not lying about who she is. But she's living in a house of ex-inquisitors. I imagine she knows who lived here and that they were arrested.
What if she's asked for somebody to get guards or something like that? I don't know.
If you think she's looking for guards, I'm gonna go take watch.
Okay.
Are you going around the house to the back or where are you
Nope,
going?
I'm hopping on top of the house.
Roll me acrobatics.
I have a ring,
Oh, you do.
but I
That
You
is
do
true.
in fact have a ring.
Can I keep an ear out for her talking within as well?
Yes, you don't hear any talking. And Gwaine, from the roof, you don't see any guards coming or anything out of the ordinary.
okay.
After a minute or two, she comes back and she holds out kind of like a pamphlet style paper to you, Squall.
Thank you very much. That's greatly appreciated.
Of course. Is there anything else we can get you? Would you all like some tea? I'm so sorry you've come so far out of your way.
No,
Do
it's
you
it's
have it?
quite all right.
What's
Like
in the
that.
tea?
Just tea leaves and hot water.
Sure.
I am feeling a bit hungry.
I still have some of the wood chips in my throat.
Excuse
slop.
me?
You want some slop?
Nah, it was some gruel we had earlier. It was pretty good, actually. It's just, we didn't really have a beverage with it, so it didn't go down the best.
Perhaps if you have something that we could take with us.
Oh, unfortunately, I'd have to brew the tea, but perhaps next time if you're still in the neighborhood.
Yes, next time sounds wonderful. Thank you very much for your help.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Miss.
Estuary.
Oh, of course, of course. Of course somebody investigating those heretics would be one of the estuaries. You know, your father gave a wonderful speech at the temple on Monday.
Did he?
It was phenomenal.
Well, glad to hear that my father has continued to be the inspiration that he always was.
Of course. I hope you find who you're looking for, and she just closes the door a little too firmly.
Let's get out of here.
I'm concealing a bit of bewilderment, but if someone wanted to look really hard, they might be able to notice that Squall is a bit thrown off.
Oh, and why are you thrown off, Squall, for chat?
Because Squall was not raised by her parents. She was raised by the church. As far as she was aware, she didn't have parents. She kind of assumed that the
Reveal.
the guard saying that she was throwing her name about was just a misunderstanding, but
It might not have been.
it might not have been.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. So,
I was gonna ask about the parents later.
yeah. As we walk away, she will open up the pamphlet and also look at Zinlar and Gibbs and say, if you see a food stall that you all would like to stop at, we can stop and get you food, just so you know.
No, I'm full. I just need, I'm really not enjoying the aftermath of the meal.
So, a drink then.
Yes.
Gibbs
I'm
is
sure we
broken
can-
out one
As
of their
Gwen hops
rations.
down from the roof.
Yeah, Gwen just kind of slowly floats down as people kind of just look up at him and just pass it off as something that's none of their business.
Well, what does this pamphlet paper say?
Inquisition corrupted. The Inquisition clearly cannot be trusted after 3 of its members tried to boldly and without a second thought for the duty of our religion attempt to assassinate the Archbishop. And then it just goes into just fluff pieces from there. There's no actual substantial information on the event.
Well, I hand the pamphlet to Gawain and I say, well, Inquisitors found.
Let's hope they weren't executed. Also, you should probably hide your badge in case it's on you. I don't know.
Oh yes, I wasn't wearing it on me to begin with when we came in
Right.
here, but
Mine was in my
best-
pocket, but Gwen make sure that it's deep in his pouch now.
yes, best to not. And whatever this nonsense about my name is, hopefully it will carry us a bit farther than I anticipated. But I think it's best that we hear this I think it's best that we hear this speech from the Archbishop and then go from there. I'm thinking I might need to be teaching you about Tholena a bit sooner than anticipated.
Yeah.
So you guys have about 8 hours before this speech is set to start. What are you guys doing in the meantime?
I say we find another one of those prison carts at some point and maybe see where they're taking their prisoners, because
Yeah.
I imagine that's where our inquisitors are.
Yeah,
Gibbs
agreed.
takes out one of their rations and starts eating it.
Let's go to the market and get you two some drinks.
I'm just feeling real hungry.
It's quite all right. We can get meals and drinks. We've got time. And then perhaps we'll head to the temple itself. I'm
Yeah.
not
let's do
going to
that.
lie. I'm interested in meeting this supposed father of mine.
Yeah, I mean,
I bet you are.
I didn't know you had a dad.
Gwen's aware that Squall doesn't because we had a conversation about parents when
Buddy
we
doesn't.
found
Yeah.
Gwen's uncle.
Yeah, we literally had a conversation about both being orphans
Yeah,
to some
exactly.
extent.
Yeah.
Squall just kind of looks at Maya with a level of seriousness that, I, as far as I was, well, until today, as far as I was concerned, I didn't have parents. I was raised by the church. I certainly wasn't raised with a, father or mother.
PT, would Maya have ever heard of her
Nope.
parents? Okay. Yeah, I think you said that to me before.
Yeah.
But I mean, congrats, I guess. But I mean, like, personally, if they're doing this stuff, kind of. I mean, I hope they're good guys and ladies. I just hope, hope it's a good meetup if you meet him. I'm not looking forward to meeting my stepdad if he's here. So
I
maybe
am
you're
not going to hold my breath. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because she doesn't have to.
I mean, maybe nice to see my mom, but I have no idea what she's doing.
as far as I'm concerned, I still don't have parents until proven otherwise. I mean, I guess
Orphan until proven guilty.
when I
Jason Todd.
when I went to the city of Lost Souls, Tholena did say daughter of parentage names, but they meant
Do you-
nothing to me, and I just kind of assumed that they were souls that had already joined her.
Do you know if it's actually your dad, or could it be an imposter, or maybe like a sibling or an uncle you don't know about?
I truly, Maya, when I say that I have never known family, I mean it.
Hmm. Well, I'm sorry for that.
You can't miss something you don't have.
Yeah, exactly.
But it is odd to me that now returning to the city a mere what, 2 months, maybe 3 tops since we left, and suddenly my name is a family name of note, when before my achievements within the church always gave me a level of notoriety. I was known in the church because I was raised by it, but not to the extent of, oh, you just go waving your family name around and you can get away with anything.
Maybe somebody's taking your name. and just using it.
That's what I am thinking. Is that
Months.
somebody is using my dead parents' name to shroud themselves and build a reputation off of a reputation that I built, a good one at that.
Putting off of this, and she gestures to the banners and propaganda. That'd be terrible.
Getting rated.
What?
Roll initiative.
Ah,
Welcome Raiders. We're playing some D&D. Thanks Dave for the raid.
We're playing D&D?
Wait, what the fuck?
wait, I didn't
When?
know
What?
that.
They were that immersed,
The
guys.
fuck?
I thought we were making a movie. I don't know.
What?
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm so immersed into these characters.
While we're walking to the market to get food and drinks as well, I'm gonna pull out the dagger that Storza gave me and look at Gwaine and say, I believe you picked up the ability to identify magical items, correct?
That and involving random animals, yes.
Yeah. Well, the random animal bit isn't what I need currently, but
Oh,
Storza,
we better get ready. No, I'm just kidding.
when I went to see Storza this morning, this dagger had been left on his desk, and he asked if it was any of ours, and I knew it wasn't, but it's of some magical heritage, and I was wondering if you'd be able to tell me more about it.
Yeah, should
And
be able to.
it's a icy blue dagger with runes carved on it.
And just like that,
Ooh.
Gwaine casts Identify.
So Gwaine, as you cast Identify and Squall and the rest of the party, you would see this from outside. As soon as Gwaine casts a spell, his eyes roll into the back of his head. And he falls to the ground. Gwaine, you find
Yeah, I
yourself...
catch him.
You find yourself standing in a clearing, and sitting in front of you on the other side of a fire is a man whose silhouette you can barely make out through the flames, just tending the fire. Looks up at you and says, "Who are you?"
The name's Gwaine, and you?
Not important. You're not the next Smith.
Okay. Are you who you're looking for the next Smith?
I am.
Okay. Do you know who crafted this dagger?
Well, it wasn't so much as... It wasn't exactly crafted, it's me.
Right. Okay. Well then, who crafted you?
I don't think you're getting the picture.
Probably not. Why don't you tell me?
I am the dagger.
Yes, I got that part. I'm not that dull.
Yes.
Get it? Sharp joke.
God, you're intolerable.
Mm-hmm.
No, nobody crafted me. I guess I crafted myself. Who are you? Why are you in here?
The name's Gwaine, and you?
Annoyed.
Well, pleasure to meet you, Annoyed.
Got him.
Dear God, all of the echoes travel with idiots.
Yep. All right. So, who do you belong to? Do you know?
Nobody right now. I guess again the answer is me.
Who did you belong to?
A minotaur named Newson Stormhorn. Well, I guess she just goes by Newson now.
Minotaur, you say? Fighters.
You have
Don't
no
know
idea
what
what
a
a minotaur
minotaur
is,
is.
Gwaine.
I have no idea what a minotaur is.
Nope, they do not
Minotaurs
exist
don't
on this
exist.
plane.
Minotaurs, gnome-like beings.
Excuse me?
Gwaine has no idea.
No, but
I'm
he's
role-playing,
looking
bitch.
up. He's looking up at you and going, "Excuse me?
Gwaine has no idea. Gwaine's role-playing.
I'm role playing back, Matt."
Oh no, I know. I just repeated because you cut off for a little bit for me. I thought that I cut off.
Minotaurs
Oh,
are nothing
sorry.
like gnomes. Much larger.
Larger gnomes? That's terrifying.
What do you have here? What do you have in this world? What's the biggest thing you know of?
The biggest thing I know of is Inlar.
What the fuck is a Zinlar?
Big fucking lizard.
Oh, so you have lizard folk. That's good.
Yeah. So tell me, you're from a different plane?
I don't know. It depends which one we're on.
Man, you're asking me. This is a lot.
You're the one who came in here asking me questions.
Listen, man, you showed up on my leader's table. All right, I'm just trying to get information on who you belong to, how you got there, and whether or not you're a threat.
Who's your leader?
Stormy.
Orza.
That's the
I
one.
have no idea who that is.
Stormy.
Well, don't worry. As soon as I find the next locksmith, I'll be out of your possession and you won't have to worry about it.
What do you need to go to a locksmith for? Maybe I can take you there.
He kind of chuckles. Not that kind of locksmith, but I appreciate your go-getter attitude.
Yeah, no problem. Fetch quests and shit.
If you weren't already bound to a soul, I'd make you the next locksmith. You seem like you do what you're told.
Yeah, pretty much. Who am I? Who's bound to me? Who am I bound to?
Some demon or another. Did you not know that?
No idea.
No, he's in your spear. He's very unhappy that we're having this conversation right now.
Wait, really? I haven't had a chance to use it in 10 sessions, so I have no idea.
Sounds
sorry,
like you're
I've-
asking me for combat.
Sorry, I have no idea. I haven't been able to use it in weeks. I've barely even been able to wield it. Is there any way that we could bring him into this conversation? I'd like to find out why he's mad at me.
No. If we bring him into this conversation, I'm going to have to kill him.
Oh, fair.
The space we're in right now is within your head, but I'm blocking out everything else.
Okay. All right. So, listen, I'm just trying to get information and figure out.
Wait, I do know you.
Okay.
I don't know how I know you, but I know you.
That sounds like you don't know me then.
It's probably not important.
Probably.
Were you with
I'm
a
not
bird?
Hmm?
You were with a bird.
I was with a bird for a little while, yes. Did the demon tell you that? Does the demon have a name?
Well, it does, but it's not letting me know it.
Figure it out.
Demon names have power. I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't, but I appreciate you telling me.
If you can figure out its real name, you can control it completely.
That is good to know. That is good to know.
Anyways, are we done here?
I don't think so. I'm trying to listen. You belong to, you said Newsen?
Belonged. Past tense.
Belonged, pass. So you were left here. Okay. All right. And Newsen. Good, bad, alive, dead?
Bold, brash, prideful, stupid.
Alive, dead?
I don't know anymore.
Shame.
Depends how time works here versus there. Or if we're even on the same plane of existence.
Plane of existence. Oh my goodness. There's more to worry about? Is Eltrit safe in the other one?
We're an Eltrit?
We are.
Interesting. Eltrit doesn't exist in many other timelines.
How come?
The world grew differently. I don't know. I wasn't there for it. But if we're an Eltrit, that means there's a dragon turtle.
Yes. Yeah, there is.
Well, if you could take me there, I'd deeply appreciate it.
Got it. Can do that. Well, what will you do there? Is there anything I need to do?
No,
bring you
I just need to speak to a being powerful enough to figure out where I am.
Okay, so not me.
I mean, one day you will be.
One day. Well, if I need anything more information, I know how to contact you now.
You do indeed.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I believe you said my name was Annoyed.
Yeah, I still want to call you that again. Pleasure to meet you, Annoyed.
Until next time, Gwaine.
Does Gwaine just kind of like have to like unfocus the spell?
That's exactly what he has to do. As soon as you stop focusing on identifying this object, your eyes roll back down and you wake up.
Fuck. Annoyed.
Are you
The
still in
daggers.
it?
No.
Okay. Got it,
No,
got
that was the first thing I said.
Got it.
Well, it's just like holding you
How-
from like hitting your
how-
head.
How long was Gwaine out?
Like,
How long?
less than 5 seconds.
Oh, okay.
That was not the normal way that I think things get identified. I'm pretty sure.
Did I cast the wrong spell again?
Did you find out what the dagger's about?
Spoke to someone inside the dagger. Something inside the dagger. Not inside, part of is the dagger confusing thing. I think it's the same as my spear?
Yeah, how much
Your
of
spear
that
has someone inside of it?
No,
What?
not someone, demon. There's a demon
a
inside of it.
Spear has a demon inside of it?
Yeah.
Because you didn't
Yeah.
wait long enough to get it made. There's a demon in it.
No, it's
Well, we did
probably
cut
due
the
to-
stinger off of a
Yeah,
devil.
yeah, probably that.
So
Um,
it's probably that guy.
yeah, it's probably that one, but that's not the important part. The dagger's name is Annoyed, and he had a
Annoyed.
previous owner named Newsen, who was a minotaur.
what is
Big
that?
gnome, big gnome.
Big gnome.
Gnome?
Apparently massive. Apparently
Didn't
big.
gnomes,
apparently
I
bigger
didn't
than-
know gnomes came in big sizes.
Yeah.
Apparently bigger than Zinlar.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Almost like a
That's
giant.
really big. That's like a giant.
Yeah.
Guys, not that.
And they don't
You're
have
tall.
Eltrit there either, which means they don't
There.
have Patties and Patties, which is
What do you mean there?
really upsetting. Patties and Patties is great. Oh, sorry. He mentioned something about being on a different existence of plane or plane of existence. It was confusing. I
Wait,
don't
who
get
talk-
it.
Who was talking to you?
The
The
dagger
dagger.
It was.
There's
He
a-
said he was
there's-
in my mind, so I.
The dagger has some level of sentience? Well, that's interesting.
I
Okay,
think that there's something living, and I think the dagger is made of a spirit, or the spirit has come down and manifested as a dagger. The same way
You
that
should
my
definitely-
I
you
take
should
the
definitely treat
dagger
this with respect,
back
like,
and flip it in my hand.
so not only that, but it's looking for a dragon turtle.
Squall's
Because-
like eyebrows raise quite significantly at that.
why does it,
How open in the public are we? Because I want to go basically like alley wise.
Yeah, we were like walking to the market, so
Yeah, because mentioning dragon turtle, I mentioned this
Yeah.
area. So
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Gwen is gonna kind of usher them towards an alley and make sure they're not being followed.
yeah.
You are not being followed.
Fantastic. Yeah, the dagger annoyed is looking for a dragon turtle because it wants to find out how it got here, or it wants to learn more about this place,
wait, like how
Interesting.
it got to Eltrit, or like
how it got to this
So
plane
it
of
doesn't
existence.
know how it got here.
As far as
Oh.
I'm aware, I mean, it didn't tell me. It just told me its previous owner and how they no longer have that owner. And my guess is that the previous owner is on a different plane of existence, therefore no longer owned by it.
I mean, dragon
Well,
trolls are kind of hard to find, right?
Well, that's kind of my whole purpose.
Could you just have the dagger talk to your goddess lady, Thelena?
That's
No,
kind of what I'm
I-
thinking, actually.
I think so as well. And I'm wondering if you can be involved. You should be involved in that conversation.
Mm, but
Because-
the only way to speak to it is through your spell.
Well, if we need to speak to it again, I can. But what we
Couldn't-
could probably do is, I mean, if there was some kind of way that I could pray to Tholena and then at the same time cast Identify.
But then Squall's also got to be in that equation.
Well, Squall, I don't
What
know
did you
how
say its name was? Annoyed?
Annoyed, yeah.
I kind of clutch the dagger and just close my eyes and think the name.
Annoyed wasn't the name, it was the name I gave it because I kind of annoyed it, but that's fine.
Oh.
Nothing responds when you say that.
Who's
Hmm.
nothing?
Nice.
Thanks. Thanks.
Perhaps that wasn't the. So you said that was the name you gave it.
That
Well,
was the name. It never told me its real name. I imagine that it mentioned that if I learned my demon, the demon that lives in my spear, apparently, if I learn the demon's name, I get power over it. I feel like the same happened if I learned the name of the dagger's
Do
spirit.
you,
oh,
Wayne?
perhaps.
Do you think if you cast Identify on your spear, you could do this, have the same conversation with your spear?
Yes, I believe I could. However, demon scary, also apparently angry, so I'd kind of want to do that when I'm a little more drunk.
Well, that'll be for a later date.
Agreed.
Could you just meditate with the spear?
I'd probably have to cast a spell. I tried learning how to use the spear and I got pretty good at least wielding it, but I had no idea something was living inside of it.
Yeah, that's kind of. You gotta be careful with it. If you smack it on the head or something.
I've
It
made
would pass.
PT literally hold the bridge of his nose, so I think I've upset him. But
No, I'm actually perfectly happy with how that interaction went.
so I would suggest that while we have time to kill, firstly we grab these two some food and me a drink, and then we head straight to Dragon Turtle if we can in the temple. We were gonna go to the temple anyway.
Well, the dragon turtle isn't in the temple. I mean,
Right.
half
I
the
know
reason
the
that I went out with the Inquisition is to find the dragon turtle. That being said, I do have the dragon turtle statues,
Right.
and I
Wait,
have
Tried
the.
asking your spear its name.
I don't want to yet. I had no idea this was a thing, and apparently, if it's a demon living inside of it, I need to be more drunk.
Well,
No,
let's
I
let's
agree.
sit down and have a meal, and I might tinker with this a bit. Squall says,
Agreed.
kind of turning the dagger over in her hands.
Agreed. I have no idea what the runes mean, but I imagine that that's something that is craft to keep the spirit inside. I have no idea though.
I feel like that's not bad instincts, honestly. I might see if I have any information in my notes about this kind of thing.
T. If I cast tongues, could I try to talk to the spear? I mean the
You
You
should
would
be
know
able-
enough about magic to realize that wouldn't work that way.
Mhm.
dagger. Oh, you don't know?
Blessings.
Oh, I wait. What?
No, you know enough about magic to know that that would not work.
Well, I wasn't.
No, that's why I'm
Okay.
telling you. You know enough about magic to know that that wouldn't work.
Okay, thank you. Dang.
So we go to the market, find an outdoor table, get some food and drinks, and sit down.
Alrighty. When you head to the market, you see that from the last time you were here, it's changed pretty substantially. Nobody's selling weapons, armor, magic items here anymore. It seems like they're mostly selling food, drinks, and religious symbols. But you do manage to find towards the fountain in the market a couple of tables and chairs being run that are sitting in front of a stand selling what appears to be snow cones. There's a water ganassi that's just freezing water with flavoring in it, and then crushing it up and passing it out.
Well,
Squall, can we get one?
yes, you can get whatever you want. I give them like 10 gold each to go get whatever food and drinks they want.
Gwen just gets a drink.
Gibbs is going to get a big meal and a snow cone.
Well, this guy's only selling snow cones.
Is there any other place that sells food?
There's a couple of them selling fish and such. You guys can get a full meal for about a gold.
Yeah, I want a full meal and a snow cone.
Zimler's gonna do the same.
Alrighty. So you guys walk around, and when they come back, they are holding fish on a kebab and snow cones.
It's like a fair.
When Squall probably wouldn't have gotten anything, but would be like sitting at the table with her journal out, kind of comparing the runes to notes that she's taken from other like writings that she'd studied in the order.
All right, roll me history.
This is pretty good. You want some?
Zimler's gonna get an extra snow cone and give it to Squall.
What flavor are you giving Squall?
Well, what?
Please say cucumber and fucking.
This guy,
lime.
this guy has like 100 different flavors. If you pick one, he'll probably have it.
Cucumber and what? Fuck it, it's fucking cucumber and something.
It rolled off of an 18 and onto a 4.
Well, you do have
Truly.
rerolls.
Do we have
Cucumber.
rerolls? They're
You
not
have
on the
Squall.
screen.
Oh, I
Squall
just
seems like
turned them off. You guys have 3
raspberry.
of them right now.
Oh, can I have a reroll team?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I guess.
Squall seems like a blue raspberry type of person.
Oh, for sure.
If
That was
you're,
history.
Yep.
That was history.
If you're not a blue raspberry type of person, you're
What?
wrong.
I'm a
Oh
lemon.
my god. That it keeps rolling off of 18s. I'm really suffering here.
You want to
There's
use
another one.
another one?
I don't want to waste all our rerolls.
Yeah, just do it. We don't
Do
use
it.
them. Only you
Alright,
really.
fine.
It's the first time we've rolled in an hour.
If you roll below a 10 again,
That's true.
That's a good thing, guys.
Wow.
I literally rolled below a 10 again. What the fuck is
Wow.
happening?
The
Going.
only symbols that even look remarkably like the ones on the dagger that you can remember from things you read are talking about ancient magic.
So Maya's gonna sit across from Squall, be like, "Can I see the dagger?"
Is there any chance that Squall says that out loud? That you're like, wow, this
Oh.
is like.
Yeah, no, I would definitely convey that to you. Like I'd probably be frustrated, like kind of lean back in my chair frustratedly, looking at like turning this dagger over and say, all I can really find in my research notes is that these markings are incredibly ancient. Nothing made recently, that's for certain.
So
You
to,
say
to
that
be
Gwen
clear,
doesn't.
Squall. To be clear, the markings that you found that are most similar to it are ancient, but there are no markings exactly like these ones.
Well, that's what I mean, is
Yeah.
that like from what I can reference, it
When you
seems
say
to be
that-
of ancient make.
Gwen does mention the fact that the dagger mentioned that it was around for a long time. However, wasn't around for the creation of the world.
There to make
Maya's
up
gonna
for my
ask.
shit rolls.
Maya's gonna ask if she can hold
No
it
problem.
because she's never seen anything so old. Just wants to look at it.
Wait,
Yeah, I
that
hand
did-
it over.
That did already work once. Okay, so it is working again.
whoa.
So Maya's just gonna look at it and how old it is. Is it kind of glowy?
Oh yeah, no, it looks brand new. Like it has almost an ethereal light coming off of it when you like put it under the table out of the sun.
News into me.
She's gonna be like, she's gonna whisper to the dagger. Hi, I'm Maya. What's your name?
There's no response from the dagger.
Well, I figured. I don't know. She's gonna hand it back to Squall. Be like, this is a cool guy. Hopefully, we can help him out.
I mean, we know for certain that it needs a psychic connection. I'd almost be tempted to try and spend a use of sending on it, but I don't know its name, its real name, so I don't think it would work.
Could would it be possible for you to do what was the spell you did, Gwen?
Identify.
Identify? Could you do that again and maybe get him to ask to tell him your real name?
Yeah, I could, but he won't do it.
Oh.
I like I said, people who learn the names of magical creatures, as far as I can tell, especially demons, right? Like I don't know if it's a demon,
Yeah.
but to be trapped in a spirit, he said if you learn the name of your demon, you have control over it. I have reason to believe that that is the same with spirits that possess weapons all over the place.
Just
So he's
wondering
probably
why-
not going to let me do it, especially when he's now free of his owner.
Yeah, I just wonder why he came here.
Probably didn't choose to.
Y'all, Dungeon Doggo is wholly in the lap right now.
She wants lap time. She says, "Now is my time."
Dog.
Well, we'll have to, I'll keep delving into this. Maybe at some point I'll find something amongst my notes that will help clarify things a bit, and if nothing else, we know that Gwen could connect to it with Identify, but I'm loath to reach out to Storza about it until we have definitive information.
Torso. That was his name.
Paul just kind of looks up from the dagger at Gwen.
Gwen shrugs.
We could just not go to the temple at all and just go find, and she whispers, dragon turtle that he wants to see. I mean, I don't see any reason to go in the temple.
I don't think you all understand that
I
the
understand.
dragon turtle isn't just something that you find. I have been looking for the dragon turtle for years. It is an incredibly intelligent, magical creature. If it doesn't want to be found, it won't be.
Sounds like we need all the time we can get to go find it. Let's go find it. Anywhere to get away from this temple. I mean,
Well, Maya, if you don't want to come, I totally understand. But I will be going at least to confront this father of mine.
I mean, if we're all going, I really don't want to be left alone in this town. From the way it looks, I don't. If anybody recognizes me, I don't know where I'll be taken.
Maya, if things get like dicey with you, I could turn you invisible for a while. So you
Oh.
could get out of there.
That'd be cool.
Hey,
Thanks. I
come here.
appreciate it.
Just
I mean,
in case. Just
Yeah, I really appreciate it. I just kind of left in the middle of the night. So I don't know how angry he will be with me, or even my mom. They could send me to the heretics, like where the heretics are kept, and I'm not really. Yeah, so I appreciate it, Gibbs.
To be honest, Maya, I don't think you need to worry about that. If my name is of any note at this point, I think I can simply vouch for your devoutness, and it won't be questioned.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I'm very good at. She whispers, pretending to be devout.
Well,
Yeah.
that's all you really need then. Look, I'm of the opinion that nobody should be forced into this church, and I don't like the idea that whoever is leading right now is forcing people. It creates a false inflation of followers. No god wants followers that don't really believe in them. It doesn't lend them any power. And I imagine that this is exactly what Tholena wanted me to solve.
I mean, I have. If she really told you that, I have a lot more respect for her then. It just seemed for a long time that it wasn't right for religion to be like this, and it's nice to know that she cares at least.
I think so.
Hopefully, she cares.
So where are you all off to?
I think we're gonna head to the temple. Yes?
All right.
Sure.
I'll probably pocket the dagger for now, put it in my bag out of sight, just in case it means something to someone.
So you all head towards the temple, and as you approach, the temple becomes very obvious the closer to the city you get. It's just tall, towering, monolithic white building in the center of the city, with the streets coming out of it like spokes from a wheel, and the river flowing directly through the center. As you arrive, you see that there's clearly been some work done, as there is now a moat of just like the temple was always on an island, but it seems like the water around the island has gotten higher as the bridges now seem to cover a much larger amount of territory. Like the bridges are much longer now than when you used to go there, Squall.
Raising the sea levels? Bringing the water in? This is very unusual.
The,
Well,
this looks a lot scarier than other ones I've seen. Very imposing.
Both ends of the bridge are also guarded by Knights of the Order. There are 2 knights on either side of the bridge.
I am moving with purpose, as I always do.
Maya is right behind Squall, trying not to look out like she's standing out.
Grain is in front of Zinlar and Gibbs, and as approaches the guard says "Hail to Tholena," gesturing at the scales, and says that Zinlar and Gibbs are with him.
Praise be Thelena. And they just let you through without stopping you or anything.
Gibbs gives a nod.
Zinlar's just like staring blankly forward.
When you enter the temple, it's a very similar scene for those of you who were previously here, as you saw last time. There are groups of people in the various pools around it while the center pool remains empty, and it seems like there are several pools open for those who wish to practice the religion. But it doesn't seem, unlike last time, there don't appear to be any baptisms or large religious events going on.
That seems unusual for the amount of new followers they have.
Could be they're raising the water levels for mass baptisms rather than individual ones. I should say I'm murmuring most of this to Gwen in that seems like the practice isn't nearly as
Sacred.
as it used to be.
Agreed.
So are you guys looking for anything in particular while you're at the temple? Or are you here to
looks like
worship?
me?
I mean, there's a lot of water Ganassi around.
No, you know what I mean. Familially.
Not that you can see.
Okay.
Should we ask around to see if the Archbishop Estuary is around?
I don't
Well,
know if he's an
the Archbishop isn't an estuary. Archbishop is rural. But
Oh, sorry. I mean, should we ask around to see if Estuary is around?
Maybe
I am interested. That being said, I do think before we start delving too deeply, that we should give you the opportunity to potentially connect with Tholena while we're actually at the pools.
Sure.
Well, it may give you a bit more clarity as to her plans for you.
Yeah. Let's do
But
it.
I would recommend you take your armor off before you jump in.
Yeah, Gwen does so.
Maya's standing next to Gibbs, away from the water.
So, Gwen, are you stepping into the water, or are you like cannonball diving into it?
There's not many people around, so it's kind of like a half jump kind of thing.
Just kind of a pencil dive.
Yeah.
Squall kneels down at the edge of the pool.
So, Gwen hops into the water and drifts down into the pool to the point where Squall, you can barely make him out. And Gwen, you can stay. Nothing happens, but you can stay down there for about a half hour before you realize you need to breathe.
So I'll come back up then.
So after a half hour, Gwen comes back up.
Anything?
I mean,
Nothing.
for a human,
Nothing.
you stayed under there quite a while.
Not human. Half elf.
Half elf. My bad.
Not that helps me breathe underwater, but
you got
you
the
know.
picture.
just helps me hear shit and see shit on that.
Hmm.
Well, now
Yeah,
now
nothing.
you can breathe shit. So
As Gwen is pulling himself out of the water, those who saw him get hit by the stone would realize that where he should definitely have a wound from being hit by it, he just has a thin line of scales.
Interesting. I kind of pointed out to Gwen.
Ah, but you didn't see him get hit by the rock.
Oh, but
Oh,
Maya
okay.
was
did.
hit by a
That's
rock
true.
right
That's true. I
there.
was in another
Maya
room.
did. She'd be fascinated by his regrowth rate.
Noted. Gwen takes a dagger,
Oh.
stabs himself in the hand, back of the hand, and puts his hand in the water and closes his eyes.
As your hand enters the water, you guys watch as the blood starts to glow a azure blue as it pulls itself back into Gwen's hand, and then where he stabbed himself, there is a set of scales on both sides.
what the heck?
What the?
Here
That-
she's blessed you with the regenerative powers of the dragon turtle.
You'd be nothing but scales. at
Takes
some
the
point.
dagger, drags it up his arm, and then does the same.
Is this
Why-
the infection?
You have a line of scales up your arm.
I feel like that would still really hurt.
Oh, it
It
does.
did.
Give me a constitution save.
You got it. Hey, but now I have a
Just-
slightly stronger shield on my arm.
Just to see if you cry out. Nope, you're
That's
good.
gonna be a 22.
Gwen is tough as shit. Nothing
Yep.
happens to Gwen.
My
Nice.
Yeah,
God.
Gwen's
He
fine.
feels no pain.
Gwen is a hardcore motherfucker.
Oh,
Yeah,
Do you know what you could do? You could get like
I
your
could, I
own
could
brass knuckles.
I could get
but-
cool ass tattoos, but the reason I did it on my arm is that's a pretty strong shield.
Well, I was gonna say you could put it on like your knuckles, and then
And then when
It'll
you
be-
punch someone, it'll.
No,
So-
guys, let's not abuse this. And then Gwen kind of bows his head towards like the center of the room, towards where Squall's. Like, is Squall kind of facing something when you're kneeling, or is it just the water that you're
I
facing?
think she was watching you.
Yeah. I was
Well-
facing the pool that you were in.
Oh,
but-
just to see if I was drowning.
Oh,
okay,
well, yeah, in case I needed to save your ass.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Gwen kind of like bows his head towards any kind of like figure or statue. that he thinks-
There is a central pool that is like
yeah,
Yeah,
the central
so-
pool would
And so
be.
bows his head towards that and just says, like, thank you, basically. And can I say it in Celestial? I don't know. That won't do anything, but I'll just say it in Celestial anyway.
sure.
That's what I do.
You hear a response in your head in Celestial say you're welcome.
That's when I turn to Squall and I say, I heard her.
Squall just smiles and kind of does a nod. Well, I'm glad we came then. If nothing else, good for you to connect with her.
Squall and Gwen turning towards the group. Which of you bitches is getting drowned next?
Going turns
No.
towards the fire lizard. No, just kidding.
Zenlar like salutes and just falls backwards into the water.
Actually?
Yeah.
Oh.
Zinlar, so you kind of sink below the surface of this water, and you
Just
get
chill.
about 20 feet down before you feel a tug on your leg.
Oh, okay.
Can I see what's tugging me?
It is a kobold. It
Go.
hands you a package and swims deeper into the pool.
Is it notably the one that we saw at the bar?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, I guess it would be like a.
Yeah, you're underwater.
Am I? Am I drowning yet?
I turned to
No,
Squall. And I
lizard
say,
folk
"Bring him
can
up."
breathe underwater for a half hour.
I turned
Oh.
to Squall and I say, "Bring him up."
Generally it's expected that we wait for actual signs of distress before we intervene.
Look at him. He's trying to talk. No, just kidding.
Zinlar's gonna like.
We wouldn't be able to
if
see him.
Zinlar,
The
like,
pools
let
are
goes of
dark.
the package, does it float a
I do
little
have
bit?
dark vision.
It kind of just hovers near you.
Oh, then Zinlar's gonna like push it up to the surface,
As
but still staying
as you
underwater.
guys are sitting on the surface, kind of unable to see anything but a vague outline of Zinlar, a parchment paper package just pops to the surface.
Paul
Any chance-
raises an eyebrow and pulls it over.
Any chance you
Well-
can get the water off the parchment?
Yeah,
Just fucking make it
I
dry as shit.
used shape water and pulled water out of it.
Okay.
Oh god.
Should we open it?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I gotta say, I've been to a lot of drownings, and I've never had a package float up before the person. And I carefully opened the package.
So no
Uh,
one shit in the pool. No,
As you
alright.
begin to open the package, you see it seems like cloth with a pattern of stars and planets and moons on it. And as you fully get it open, it appears to be a dinner jacket that has been very much tailored with orange stripes added to be the right size for Zinlar.
Oh my god, it's the fucking jacket fuckers.
The fact
I
that you
didn't
didn't
think they
think it
gave
was
people jackets. I thought they just took them.
I think Zinlar asked them for a jacket.
Zinlar
at
did
one
ask them
point.
for a jacket.
Is that what the
Oh, well.
measurement was for?
That was what the measurement. How the fuck is there's a kobold down there?
Yeah, I'm not.
You know, one time,
I really don't have an answer for you here, actually.
Squall
One
is the
time-
most stumped.
one time I was in an empty, pub, and I was just playing my VO. Remember we were in that area with all those zombies, just to like get some stuff out, and kobolds came out from the dark ceiling. And guess what? There was 3 of them stacked on top of each other in a coat, and they gave me a great tip. I don't know, I'm just saying, it just checks out from what I've seen. They end up anywhere.
Maybe they're not real kobolds. Maybe they're some kind of, interdimensional creature just disguised as kobolds. Next time you see them, you should use your monocle of true sight,
I don't
Zinlar.
think Zinlar's
Zinlar's still at the
drowning.
bottom of the
Wait.
pool.
We should have Zinlar use his
Yeah.
monocle of true sight. Let me rephrase that.
Hmm.
Then I'm gonna go back to watching. I'm gonna set the thing carefully aside, like not in the water, and then continue watching for signs of distress, basically.
Maya's gonna use prestidigitation on the coat to make it all nice and wrinkled free, because it's nicely crafted. Gotta keep it looking sharp.
Let me be clear about this. The parts that they added are absolutely not finely crafted.
Oh,
They are
Who's
they
got
are
mending?
orange stripped from somewhere that has been sewn on. Like, anybody remember how you sewed the very first time you tried to sew? And
Yes.
it looked disgusting.
yeah. She
Um,
casts,
is there parts of like Wayne's old jacket in there?
No, there are not that you can see.
she then
yeah.
casts it to try to make it look better.
It looks half of this jacket looks very nice, and the other half looks like it was added so it would cover Zinlar. Zinlar, are you trying to drown?
Yeah.
Cool. Give me a wisdom saving throw to see if you can stay underwater. Through your body's automatic fight or flight response.
Man,
Zinlar
my
doesn't
wisdom
have
is
wisdom.
so good, and I got a shit
Roll it at advantage because you intended to drown.
Okay.
All right,
go.
you stay underwater, and you guys watch as Zinlar starts thrashing beneath the water. As Zinlar, for you, you inhale A swallow of water and things start to go black.
Hold it.
Zinlar stops moving beneath the water.
Squall.
That's
Squall.
what
No,
I'm
no, no.
already I'm already in. No. Once he stops moving, I'm in and dragging him up.
So you drag Zinlar up to the surface, and Zinlar, give me a death saving throw.
Zinlar?
Can I start?
Yeah.
Can I use healing word or something to help him out? Because I have medicine.
Is that just a that's just a D20, right?
Yeah.
I believe there is a literal death.
I'm
save.
looking for it. I don't
It's
see
in
it.
utility, I think. Or am I
Was it-
stupid?
That
I
is
thought
no,
it
it's-
was.
Yeah, just do a D20 that I get. Oh, no.
It is.
So I
just-
looked on the
just roll a
conditions, and the
D20.
first one is dead.
It is under.
Yikes.
I think it's under utility. I thought. Oh no, it's not under utility.
Fucking
Doesn't-
hell.
Well, I
Doesn't
failed.
being proficient in medicine like help him out?
You guys can roll medicine.
Okay, I'm gonna
Zinlar?
roll
I
medicine.
think
and I'm,
well-
I don't think it pops up under utility until I set someone to 0 HP.
Oh, got it. Well,
how do
I would
get
be doing the normal like ritual resuscitation basically.
Okay, you
Drink
guys
the
managed
water
to
after
wake.
that.
You guys managed to wake Zinlar up. Also, for singing smoothly, who just asked in chat, the effect where they light up is actually a God, what is it? It's Stream Kit paired with a script.
Or you can use Fujitech.
Fujitech also works, yes.
Yeah.
But we have found Stream Kit to be more reliable. Consistently.
Actually,
or did they update
nowadays,
Fuji?
yeah, Fuji. I have not had any issues with Fuji since I fixed it on my end. Actually, you guys have a firewall, don't you?
Yes.
It's probably your firewall because I found out our firewall was fucking with it on my end. So that might be something you want to get together with Jackson about.
Yeah. Well, until then, I'll just keep using Stream Kit because I like how it works pretty well. And it's already set up. Anyways,
Well,
maybe for the next campaign.
the main difference is that if you use Fujitech, then you're not bound to one VC.
That's true.
So
That's true.
something to consider. But
Alrighty.
yeah,
Thanks
we
for the
resuscitate Zidlar.
thanks for the gift sub, singing smoothly. Who got it?
Heck yeah,
The Wobbly Lobster. I love that name. Every time it
What's
pops
that is a
up,
great name.
makes me happy. Alrighty. So yeah, you guys managed to resuscitate Zinlar.
Zinlar?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, what's up? Yo,
Oh,
I almost died.
What up, Home Slice?
Like I said, I've drowned before.
Yeah, true.
So you meant to do that?
Yeah,
W-
I thought-
after
was
after
that not what I was supposed
No,
to
I
do?
mean I scared me a little bit.
scared everybody.
Gwen is gonna
I thought-
convey everything.
Wait, are we
that-
all not doing that?
No.
No,
Well, that is
No.
up to everybody else's choice.
I read the
Sorry.
room wrong.
Oh, I see.
Gwen,
I thought you were making that choice on your own.
No, I don't know. I thought everybody was doing that. I saw Gwen do
No.
it, and it was pretty cool.
Gwen conveys everything about like the jacket, and they're guessing that it was a kobold. They gave it to you, and that's why
Yeah,
you
no,
don't
yeah,
measure.
it was a cobalt. It was one of the little guys.
Well, you've got a new jacket, and Squall holds it out to you.
Oh, it looks cool.
It has stars, moons, and planets on it, Zinlar.
Yeah, but how badly is it like?
All right,
put
on a
together.
scale of like 1 to like that race car rug that everybody had that was fucking awesome. And
It's
I
at
wish I
like
could have a
it's at
jacket
like
made of
it's
that.
at like a 7 on
Oh.
quality. It's like a 7.
Rug.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what
Like
I'm on about.
the
I know.
stitching is pretty bad. I know what you're on about too, Gwen.
That
Don't worry.
Yeah.
race card.
Like the
is so-
stitching on it isn't great, but both of the fabrics that are used on it are very high quality.
Oh, wow! It's got. Did they make this for me?
That's what it looks like.
That's kind of great.
like,
Honestly, I
remake
asked them for a jacket, and I was not expecting them to actually get me one.
Well, apparently the
For-
kobolds deliver on their promises.
A little head pops out of the pool and just says, "And don't forget, and then just sinks back into the pool.
Should we tip them or something?
Squall just like points into the water and says, "That is definitely not a normal kobold."
No, it was the same. It was one of the ones that came by, when we were at the bar, and they took a bunch of those guys' coats. But I didn't have a coat, so they didn't take mine.
Well, Squall kind of gets up off her knees and stands up. I'd like to potentially inquire after these, or at least this parent of mine that might be about. Whether you all choose to come with or not, that is totally up to you.
Do I get like a prize for drowning, or?
Get a coat.
You are now
I mean, yeah, I
under.
could get the coat, I guess.
I mean, you're under Tholena's blessing. And if you ever drown at sea, your soul will join her in the Lost City.
Oh, well, that's cool. How will I find the Lost City if it's lost?
Oh, she'll find you.
Okay.
That didn't sound ominous fucking at all.
Yes, I definitely didn't mean it that way.
So what if I don't die by drowning?
Well, it doesn't really matter how you die. You'll join her, you know,
Okay.
as an esteemed member of the city at this point.
Gotcha. All right. So that's like a like an if I die kind of thing. So I don't get anything now. Besides, I guess the jacket was that directly from your god? Do you think?
I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't think the jacket was from Tholena. That being said, you know, you are drowned now. It may be that at some point she may reach out to you in the same way she reached out to Gwaine. It kind of depends on if she has intentions for you.
Oh, okay. Okay. So so if she doesn't have intentions for me, then I'm just supposed to die.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Zinlar trying to
You
figure
will
out
die
what
knowing
other
that your
religion to
soul
switch
will
to.
not wander aimlessly through the ethereal plane.
Okay. No, I mean, it kind of makes sense, I guess. I've never died before, so I don't know what it's like, so.
Squall, you just hear a voice in your head say, "Yeah, it's not fun."
Squall is visibly startled for a minute.
What
was that?
Are you surprised I haven't died? I don't.
No. Did you all not hear that voice?
I did not.
No.
Squall, are you alright? You might want to go drown. It might, you know.
Yeah, is that just your
maybe
guy
I
trying
do. Maybe I do need to. It didn't sound like Tholena's voice. I've heard her voice before.
Bring me
Sounded a
into
bit-
that pool, and so help me gods.
I just kind of think, who is this?
Can I recognize the voice?
You can't
no,
hear it.
Fuck.
It's only in
can't
my
hear
head.
Can you describe the voice, Squall?
Masculine and annoyed.
Ah. Do I recognize the voice, BT?
Yes. Based on those two descriptors, you would understand the only
Yep.
person she could be talking to.
It's annoyed. Should I could cast Identify and bring it down with me.
It said that it did not want to go in the pool.
Yeah. What?
I think
did.
I think to the dagger, I thought you wanted to meet the dragon turtle.
Yeah, the dragon turtle's not in that pool.
Should I
The dragon turtle is of Tholena, though.
Does this make
She
me
might
more
have some
powerful?
insight.
Yeah, whatever urban legends you guys want to believe, that's on you.
Uh-oh. Fuck.
I hardly consider them to be urban legends, as I've spoken to her directly.
Oh, no, the god might be real. In fact, she is real. I know that for a fact. Everything else, though, is probably just shit somebody made up somewhere along the line to justify your meaningless existence.
Yo, if Maya could hear this, she'd be like clapping or snapping.
Hey,
Bold
Squall.
words. Bold words for somebody trapped inside a dagger.
You know that's fair.
Squall,
Like,
can you
Squall
ask
saying
the
this out
voice?
loud. Well,
No, I'm not saying any of this out loud. I'm
Damn
thinking
it.
it.
I thought it would be really funny if you just said that, and I'm like, aha, yeah, Coom annoyed. He doesn't like it.
Can you ask the voice in your head if me drowning makes me stronger than the dagger because he's too scared to do it?
I think you
Uh,
should ask him that. Yeah.
One of my compatriots wants to know if you're scared to drown.
I'm a knife.
Sounds like a
I
That's
literally
kind of
don't
what I
be.
thought. Then, well, he says he's a knife and he doesn't breathe, so he's not afraid to drown.
okay. So then why won't he let? I guess is he preventing you from going in then, or
I don't think so.
Now, what's he gonna do, huh?
Actually,
yeah, he's just a little knife baby.
he's telling you what to do and stuff. I mean, if you want to go in the water, Squall,
Why don't you just drop the knife in the water and we don't have to talk to him again?
God, your friends are a band of idiots, aren't they?
You said it, not me.
I mean, he sounds like
What's he saying?
No. I know for a fact Squall said that one out loud. I know for a fact.
I'm just
I
saying.
murmured it.
This guy's ordering you around, right? I mean, we're helping him out.
You can go
He's
in the pool
certainly-
if
I
you
mean-
want, just don't bring me with you. If I hop into a place like that while I'm not bound to a body, it's gonna whisk me off to whatever realm I end up in next.
Oh, I see. So you need a host?
Of a sense. More of a partner. Although
Interesting.
gods know the last one worked out.
Yes, Gwaine told me that you were bound to a giant gnome.
No, I was bound to a minotaur. You have cows here? Is that a thing that exists in this realm?
Yes, cows exist.
Cool. Imagine if the top half of one of those was slapped on the bottom half of whatever the fuck Gwaine's made of.
Is she talking? This will be scales though, because he's got scales all over him.
You see Squall kind of like thinking and then kind of like closes one eye and shakes her head a little bit. Like, that's something I didn't want to think about.
As you start to like mentally picture it, he goes, No, less scales. Jesus Christ, your mind is a gutter. Less scales, pants. Put pants on it.
I would not have imagined Gwaine without pants.
Well, I was just thinking you were imagining just like a human, not Gwaine specifically.
Well, you said Gwaine, so I definitely would have. It would have been like
Fair.
the bottom half of Gwaine, and the top half like a normal cow.
He's just looking at this image in your head and going, close enough, I guess.
Smash.
Anyways,
Hi,
From
TikTok.
a strange place then. I suppose.
I'm sure they do probably smash.
oh
things.
yes, no weirder than the world with giant lizards, talking cats, and people who live underwater. No, that'd be wild.
Touche, I suppose.
Anyways,
Weird is in the eye of the
Hey,
beholder.
Squall, can I talk
Yes.
to him?
please don't.
He kind of like pauses to think about how to put it nicely, and then just goes, he asked me not to hand him to you.
Oh my god, he's just afraid.
I will shatter his mind into a million pieces. Hand the lizard the knife.
No, we're not going to do that.
Squall, please, and
No,
Zillar's
no.
eyes are gonna sparkle.
Zidlar, you know I love it when your eyes sparkle like that, but please, you really don't want this.
What's the lizard's favorite thing?
The sea.
Are you sure?
I mean, he and
It's
Gibbs are pretty
gorgeous.
close, but he definitely loves sailing.
Okay, hand me to the lizard.
Oh God.
You're not going to shatter his mind.
No, no. I'm just gonna
Hey,
fill
Squall,
his
before you
brain
do-
with. I'm just gonna fill his brain with so many memories of the ocean that he shuts up for about a half hour.
Yo. That's.
I hold the dagger pummel first for Zidlar to partially take.
You
I'm
talking
gonna keep
to
a hand
Dad
on
now?
it though.
What did he say to you? Because
He
you
said-
were,
He
you know,
said he
you just kind of flip flopped 180'd on me. I don't.
You're sending
said-
mixed signals here, Squall.
he said he wanted to show you something that you would love, and he promised me it wouldn't hurt you.
Oh my God. I want
Mm.
to see things.
Is he in your mind? Is this him talking right now?
No, this is me.
Are you being brainwashed?
I am not. Zinlar,
Does that
I know
come
you
up
haven't
often?
known me a long time,
That's
but
that's something a brainwashed person would say.
That's
Okay, you
something
can-
anyone would say whether or not they were brainwashed.
Look, you
Zinlar.
can hand it to me.
All right,
I'll be
you've
the
convinced
keepsake.
me, Gibbs. I'll take it.
Aw, dang.
Zinlar, you take the knife and you're just immediately like Zinlar continues to just stare at you, Squall, but Zinlar, in your head, you are immediately popped onto the deck of a ship, and a man covered in scars just walks out next to you. So, you like
Are
the
you the-
ocean?
I do. It's pretty cool. I like the stars even more, though.
Oh, fantastic.
I like looking.
How long
at
have
them.
you been alive?
Oh gosh, at least a couple dozen moons.
Okay, cool. I just didn't want to flood your brain. And he sets a hand on the back of your head, and Zinlar. Well, I'm just gonna put it this way because so you can imagine all the worlds that Velkin has been to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your brain is flashing with the skies from all of them, like going through it like a slideshow.
Yo, that's pretty cool.
Is Zinlar like is Zinlar able to like speak in this?
Yeah,
state,
you can
or-
talk while you're in the state. He's still in your mind with you.
Then Zinlar is gonna cast just starry form, just base starry form, and start glowing. And like all of the stars on his frills start glowing, and he's just kind of like looking off into the distance, I guess. Just kind of like imagining all these different stars that he's never seen before, and he's just like speechless.
Yeah, so the rest of you watch while Zinlar's just holding this knife staring at Squall. He begins to glow as he starts to go into a starry form.
Whoa.
Yo, can I talk to the dagger next? This looks great.
That's Zinlar can just do that.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
And
did you not notice the constellations on his
Well-
frill?
I did, but I didn't. I've never seen him glow. I mean, I didn't know he could glow. That's pretty cool.
As the kind of projector reel comes to an end of your head, Zinlar, Velkin just says, "All right, we done, Lizard Boy?"
that was, I mean, you've been places.
Quite a few.
You've been places I've never seen. I look at the sky every night, and I've never seen half of those
Yeah, well, you know,
shapes and colors. And
Shapes and colors.
yeah, different planes have different moons. Anyways, hand me back to your boss.
can you take me there?
Hand me back to your boss.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
My
Maybe one day you'll go there if you all listen carefully and pay attention to what I say. Hand me back to your boss.
well, that's very condescending. I don't want to talk to you anymore. That was just rude. And Zinla's gonna hand Squall back the.
As you hand it back, Zinlar's just gonna say, "Here, one more for the road." And the last image you see is a close up of a supernova
Oh,
as you hand it back to Squall.
What an asshole.
All right. Well, I think I broke the lizard.
that
He
was
seemed to like whatever you did.
I did say I was gonna show him something he loved.
Well, it worked. So, what exactly are you looking for?
I just need a locksmith. I'll know it when I find it. Talking to the dragon turtle will help, though.
Do you have any concept of where to find the dragon turtle?
Which Eltrid are we in?
The only Eltrit.
Oh god, okay, lots of explaining to do. Anyways, who's the Archbishop?
Bruel.
Alright, that narrows it down to 3 or 4. Let me think on it. I'll let you know. Just go about your day. Pretend I'm not here. Something, something, something.
Well, alright then. And she...
Oh wait,
flips
is
the
there a
dagger.
Zaurac still on this plane?
There used to be.
Okay, how many years ago?
Very recently. Not even he... Within the last 2 to 3 months, vanished from our plane.
Oh fuck, this is the plane with Roarin on it. Don't tell anyone I'm here.
What?
Never mind. Bye, and it just goes silent in your head.
Bruel sticks the dagger in her bag and goes, "This thing is obtuse."
What was it saying?
It was trying to narrow down what plane we are. It said that there was a Roarin here, and to not mention that it is here to anyone.
Oh, man.
I wonder what would happen if I was to cast Weapon Bond on it.
Sounds suspicious.
I wonder.
I
If
don't
it,
know.
I feel like it would be upset.
I feel like it would be as well, because I'd technically be owner of it then. But then at the
That
same
would
time,
be
not
cool
own it.
though.
That'd be super cool.
You should definitely
love-
sleep
Like,
on it.
Bond with
Wait,
that.
What
weapon.
did you see, Zinlar? You went all glowy.
I saw everything.
Man, I want to talk to Dagger.
All of the stars. I think everywhere.
Well,
That's a lot of stars.
yeah, if you don't want to carry that dagger for a bit, Squall, I can carry it for a bit if you need it.
Perfectly capable of holding on to it.
No pressure, just, you
Perf-
know.
God,
No
what is
pressure.
this? The One Ring?
He will ask for it. He will takes it.
I mean, it seems to decide who it wants to be with, so, I'll let you know.
Okay.
It's betrayed Isildur.
So, I'm gonna turn and look for whatever the highest level. Do I recognize any of the, people preaching, or are they all newer?
So they're not particularly newer. You like vaguely recognize some of them. You've definitely seen them in here before, but you've just never had any conversations with any of them.
Okay. I'm gonna head up to one that's not, actively preaching. Don't want to interrupt any of the
Okay.
lectures and inquire about estuary and if they're around and available.
He's going to turn towards you and look at you and go, "And you are
Squall estuary.
ah. I see you have found your way back to the goddess. Unfortunately, he's busy preparing for the Archbishop's speech.
Certainly he can spare a moment.
No, we've all been quite busy lately. These things are of the utmost importance, but I can speak to his assistant and see if we can have you booked in for a meeting after the speech.
Perhaps you can speak to his assistant and have them convey the message that his daughter is here to speak with him.
I will see what I can do, but you understand. Goddess before family and such. You've been gone for quite some time.
I have been.
Although it is an honor to meet one of the heroes of Duick.
The fuck?
Well,
Without your knowledge of the first incursion by the enemies of the goddess, we never would have been prepared to hold the inner city from the others.
I see. Glad to hear that my efforts were not in vain.
Yes, of course. Of course.
Well, if you'd like to take me there, I can certainly go speak to his assistant myself. If it, I don't want to take you away from your teachings here.
Unfortunately, I'm scheduled for a baptism in about 20 minutes.
Well, simply point the way and I'll go speak to them myself.
He lives in one of the small temples along the dock ward. I'm not quite sure which one, but you should be able to find. If you get close enough, you'll either see them setting up for the speech, or you'll be able to find his place of residence.
All right, then I suppose that's the direction I will go. Thank you very much for your information.
Of course. Praise be Thelena.
Praise be Tholena, and her blessings upon you.
You as well. And I think that's where we'll end the session for the night.
All right.
Dun dun
Whoa.
dun. All right.
A lot of Thelena stuff.
Lots of Tholena stuff, more than I anticipated.
Well, I promised Squall Thelena stuff, so. Didn't I, Sky?
You did. I just didn't anticipate it in this manner. Gotta do a prison break.
Well, I can't let you know what's gonna happen.
Gotta meet my parents, apparently.
I'm very excited for that one.
Maya's trying to avoid her parents.
Velkin ended up with probably the most problematic group of people he could have.
Gwen is scared of giant gnomes now.
Which
It's
is
not-
even fucking funnier to me. Matt, that was top tier.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
I was quite proud of that, to be fair.
That was
like a
top
giant
tier.
gnome.
Yes,
Hi
people.
TikTok. It's me again.
I can't believe you thought that Squall would imagine a man without pants. Disgusting.
Especially Quaid.
That's fair. I should-
That's the real reason that Squall and Velkin will get along. She's
Remember,
just so painfully gay. She's like, I
Remember,
can't deal with your shit.
Ben's Portwise. Remember.
Oh God. No, I don't want. I wasn't. I wasn't there for that, so I don't remember that. Actually.
Oh yeah, you don't. You would imagine it incorrectly.
Oh my
Guys, I
God.
need to go to sleep.
So, what do we just? I'm gonna start doing this at the end of the sessions just because I'm curious. What do we think's going on in the city?
I think that we got transported to a different realm. I think
Interesting
that we
theory.
got fucking Mandela affected, bro.
Mandela effect.
I'm telling you. Or we're getting like there is no fucking war in Bossing Sade.
The religion is corrupt.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think that there's probably some kind of like a monster that has infiltrated the upper echelon of the Order of Lost Souls, and that is why the Inquisitors were trying to kill them. But what happened is they tried to kill them, they failed, and so the Order then like rebelled against the Inquisition in general, and that's why they're refusing to work with the Inquisition because they see them as attacking, and that's why they've started to take over.
Damn, you got PT rewriting his whole shit right now.
No, I'm not rewriting anything right now.
Let's just convert everyone to my patron.
Let's
That
all
won't
be
go
let's all be
terribly.
squid people.
Yeah.
I fuck with that too. Scales and ink.
And ink.
We
That's
all
all
get
Gwen wants.
we all
to
get finger
spit ink.
oozers.
Yeah.
Don't say fucking finger again. Fucking hell.
Anyways,
My
They-
man's looking to regenerate and squirt ink.
Oh no, I think I ink. You guys made me ink.
Oh god.
thank, thank you to all of our players. We have Gwen, played by.
Hi, I'm Matt. I play Gwen. I got some stuff coming up. Follow me on TikTok, and then hopefully there's a Twitch project coming soon. I am
Hell
teasing it in my Discord. If you want to get links to my Discord, go into my Twitch chat and type !! Discord.
We have Gibbs, played by.
Hi, I'm Panda. You can find me on Panda's Met. Nope, that's old. Panda's POV.
Yeah.
Free Brand. Whoop whoop.
We have Mayada de Amelia, played by.
Oh, it is me, Ellie Echoes, and I mod. So you don't expect content from me.
We have Squall Estuary, played by.
It's me, the Sky Tea. Thanks for hanging out, everyone.
And Zinlar, Teller of Tales, played by.
Me, Jeff. I am also Gentleman Ferret on other websites, including this one.
I feel like you mean Zinlar, wearer of monocle.
For someone who plays a character who has a way with words, you sure don't.
Damn.
Tired.
Anyways, everyone, thanks for hopping in. Thanks for watching the long night. And one thing before we leave, I hate to say it, but it has kind of started to become a problem. All of these players do have their own streams, and we love their streams. We love to watch them. But during their streams, we don't need to talk about my streams. So when you hop into other people's chats, guys, please be sure that you are respecting the fact that it is their stream, respecting the fact that it is not part of a D&D stream, and hopefully that behavior ceases, and if it doesn't, I will take extra steps to make sure it does.
PT's gonna ground you guys.
Gonna get grounded.
Anyways, everyone, until next time, thank you for joining us. Thank you for having a good time. Catch us tomorrow night at 7:30 for No More Light. Hopefully I make it through a full fucking episode this time.
Let's hope. They really deserve it.
They really do. Anyways, everyone, I'm going to toss you guys over to Tabletop RPG Academy. Until next time, stay cool, find a pool, and stay techno.
Stay in school.
We'll see you
stay
then.
techno.
Stay school.
Bye, everyone.
Wait.
School's out. There's no school.
Stay pool.
Yeah, school's out actually.
Stay pool.
Find a pool.
I hate